Spanish. I think Spanish.
Oh, Brazilian, no.
Sam.
That's all I know.
3 beers then, Gaz.
3, it's all it takes, baby.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm worried.
That's all we need. Clef is on form tonight.
We need to get to a pub so it actually makes sense for Clef to be drunk at this point. It doesn't make sense right now. After he's watching his friends fight each other to the death.
He was on his negotiating when he was sober. I'm excited for.
Yeah.
He was sitting down having a few beers watching the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, he was depressed as fuck.
Last episode he was a big ball of sadness.
It seemed
It
like
was
he was
almost
high.
like he had COVID or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
there's
I
no
actually
COVID in
remember
D&D.
coughing my eyeballs out at one point and Camilla looking, going, "Oh,
Yes. I felt
don't
that.
pity me. I'm fine."
Oh, right. You did not look fine.
No, I was fucked. And
Yep.
then, and I think I'm pretty sure there was like a couple occasions where you, Camilla, and maybe Barry or Dean tried to involve me.
Yep.
At the back of my head, I was like, "No,
Don't wanna
Don't
speak
want to
to-
be here. I'm here in body. Just let me embrace the experience."
Ah, poor soul.
Well, I appreciate that this time you decided to not do anything else to hamper your performance.
Ha ha ha. Where's your
I'm in
cam,
there.
Gary?
It's coming. I'm just organising some
Okay,
shit.
organize away.
I'm in the posh pajamas today.
Begins
Ooh.
with M.
It's got a little logo on my nipple.
Wait,
camera's
is
off,
that a
I think.
pajamas? That's
Yeah.
the fanciest ever.
It is
Why can't I
actually
see
really
your... There we go, I can see you again now.
That's
Boom.
awesome.
Shows your cock.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
sorry. Sorry, Dean.
Barry, check your WhatsApp.
Ooh, oh shit, that sounds
Ooh.
It's my cock.
That has to be
Damn.
serious. By the way, do you have weird guy group chats where you like compare your balls and stuff like that?
No,
Yeah, we
I
used to
saw
do
you
that in the
post
shower.
that.
They're not
Okay.
weird.
They're not. No. Okay. You have group
That's-
chat that is just not weird.
All
To be
we've got
fair,
is the genital walk group chat.
We've just been for a 3-day trip away with golf, and Dean couldn't wait to get naked to get in the shower where he was sharing a room with me, if I'm honest.
I
To be
mean,
fair,
that's fair.
When we went away, I couldn't wait to get Dean naked in the shower.
Not gonna
either.
lie, Dean is packing.
Is Dean the hottest one?
Nah,
nah.
If
Fair
he
enough.
gave us a windmill, it would be decent.
You'd have a good breeze.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now I understand what you're saying.
Barry,
nice.
Have you seen my penis?
He's the stripper.
I
A
have
windmill.
seen it.
Barry, you haven't.
I have in Birmingham. And the picture.
Where is Boom Doom? That sounds
Boom.
made up. I'm sorry. What is that?
Camilla, we can't understand them either. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Sorry.
Oh, that was so good.
When we came to Birmingham, we came into your
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
And you,
Oh, so you came into
facing-
my room looking for penis.
Yeah.
No, we were let into your room and you were just facing the window, flapping it about.
It was airing. You
Were
know you
you
gotta do
drunk?
that shit after a shower.
No, he wasn't drunk, he just arrived. Just
Oh.
took his pants off.
Just arised.
I like it.
Right.
Fuck's sake.
Right, hold on. Let me order my Big Mac
That's
now.
it.
We're all good.
Barry, what should I do in my last 4 hours of double XP?
What have you... Have you got your woodcutting?
Yeah, I hit it today.
Quest
much
text, have
money
you had a
have you got?
haircut?
No, I haven't. It's just, oh, hang on.
Oh,
Oh,
no, it doesn't. That's not too bad.
Put the headset back on.
it's not. It's awesome, actually.
What are you playing, Kitty?
And then it sticks up out of the other side a bit.
How much money have you got, QT?
Fuck all, I've spent it
Oh,
all on
sorry.
construction and herb law.
Why did you do construction?
I want to start looking at doing Plague's End, and I needed 75 construction for it.
Why do you want to do Plague's End?
I like doing quests.
I can't even remember what Plague's End gives you. Is it
Good on you.
beginning?
And I don't know if it necessarily does anything, you just needed a lot of level 75s for it, so I thought it was a good aim. I need to hit 75 dungeoneering, and I'm fucking hating dungeoneering.
What are you
You
talking
should have
about?
a fair bit because of you got it from
RuneScape,
ED3
I think.
runs.
Have all of you
Yeah.
played RuneScape?
I haven't, no.
Me and QT.
Barry told me how to hit trees for like 5 minutes, and I got bored
Okay.
after 10.
I don't have to hit trees ever again,
Ooh.
because I've hit it for about 24 hours, and now I'm at level 99.
A lot more
Uh-huh.
than 24
Congrats.
hours, QT.
Yeah.
What is it? 1, 2,
Do you really have to check? That's awful.
$200
Sorry.
hours.
200 hours?
No.
No, the
But
best
can I
guy.
just put a
That's
auto
with
clicker?
just teaks to 99 from level 60
Yeah.
is 200 hours. But that's old school.
And I was using a lot of bonus XP and XP lamps and stuff as well towards the end.
Okay.
The lowest you could possibly get it is 90 hours apparently.
This is not the RuneScape chat.
We're waiting for Gary to order his fucking Big Mac.
No, I think you might have to carry on. I'm having some login issues, so you carry
Christ. Okay,
Carry on.
on.
What?
Christ, he's got nothing to do with it.
but I do want everyone to say congratulations for my 99 wood cutting. I worked very hard on it.
I'm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did you get 100?
You
You
can
get
get
120.
120.
Oh,
very.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm-
congratulations on that. yeah.
It's the end of
Yeah,
the
that's,
line.
yeah, that's not good enough then.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know, clap at
Congratulations,
99.
Alright, I'm going to cancel the
66% of
session
way
to
there.
get more wood cutting up.
Well, yeah, so to put it in perspective, 99 woodcutting takes 13 million experience. 120 woodcutting takes 104 million.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay, let's do D&D.
Let's do it, baby.
Does anyone want to say what happened last time?
Justice.
To be fair, I was barely with us last time, so you guys carry on.
We followed a group, followed
kinda.
tracks, and then we found them, said we were going to keep one alive, then Rexo was a dick. Me and Barry taught Rexo a lesson. Rexo woke up seeming pretty nice actually. I think he's changed his ways.
I am gonna.
That's
I'm,
it.
I'm gonna touch on that a little bit more.
Please do. Please do.
So when you started the session, you were with the merchant Lord Tawe,
Oh, yeah,
and through your
Tawe.
conversation, it was revealed that he was part of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is a guild that does various investigations and adventures around the Forgotten Realms. A relatively small group, but with some influence. You were pretty pissed off that it turned out that he had some idea that there was danger in Greenest, though, according to what he said, he wasn't aware of any dragon threat. You cajoled and persuaded him to come with you to Greenest when he revealed that he was looking at meeting up with a monk by the name of Leosin. And through some investigation, you found that Leosin was no longer in the town. He had been taken captive
Oh, yeah.
during the raid, and you set off looking for him with the promise that if you were able to find him, you would receive significant payment. And you have been given a writ for 1,500 gold,
Oh,
which upon completion will be signed off, and you can take that to a bank and receive that payment.
go to the club.
You then went on a quest to track, as Dean mentioned, and you came across a campsite of 8 kobolds and 4 cultists, with the decision to leave one alive. In the combat, Rexar, in his rage, did kill the last surviving member, which led to
Wow.
a conflict
My
between
man.
Rexar, Talon, and Ricky that did descend into a brawl. Talon, with a very strong start to that fight, absolutely reamed Rexar, who then returned a couple of good hits in on Ricky. Ricky got some shots in back, and eventually Rexar did fall unconscious. At which point he, unknowns to the rest of you, had a vision in which he was threatened and yelled at by his god for not working in a team and getting distracted in petty arguments when there is greater power and murder to be done. We ended the session with Talon holding out his hand for Rexar, Rexar taking it, and a general agreement that people were going to work in a team a little bit more. Aside from that, Clef and Viv had their few little moments with various concerns about Luna and this background classical music that had been playing for Viv over some really dark imagery at different points. But we do start in the destroyed camp, and I believe the last thing you wanted to do last session before I stopped was you wanted to loot the bodies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
You don't need to roll an investigation check. It's a safe area. You've defeated the enemies. You can take as long as you need to look over these bodies and find what is on there. So,
Bruh.
Easy game. Easiest game of our lives.
That happened.
okay. So, as you look over these bodies, you do find that the cultist amongst them have 5 gold that you're able to scrabble together.
Yeah.
They're not carrying a huge amount of money. In fact, considering that you know that loot was taken, and I'll tell you this on the natural 20, you know that loot was taken. The fact that this group only had 5 gold between them makes you think that they were quite low on the ladder. Like, they've not received any of the reward at all. So you can tell that you are really dealing with the slim pickings. And when you think about that, you realise that starts to make sense with the fact that as you creeped up on these guys, there was no perimeter, there was no guards. They very much just eating their meals, weren't really paying attention to what was going on. These were not elite troops by any means. And the other thing that you do find is a letter, and it is very, very basic. It simply says, "Come to the camp as soon as possible." R, as in the letter.
What
That's
the
how it's
hell
signed
was?
off. R.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dean, write that down.
I'm right
What
with
was the name of the
Good
dragon rider?
The Dragon Riders,
Cyan Morph. Fine.
Thank
Raff.
Okay.
Fine Ref, sorry.
Thank you.
Sign Raph. Yeah, good buddy of mine.
Let come to the
A
camp.
good body of yours. Okay. Okay. I will start. By the way, you can just add 1 gold to the thing, I guess. Everyone.
Oh, she shared it out. Lovely.
Ah, yeah, I'm sharing.
Nice.
Anyway.
At this point,
Yes.
sorry, are you carrying? I thought you were just stopping there.
No, I was gonna ask. Can I check around for animals, dude?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm spending my time doing.
Yeah, I mean, for a natural 20, I won't even make you roll for it. You can have this as well, because there wasn't a huge amount on the bodies. Looking around, there's a few birds in trees, a few pigeons, and the occasional gull. You're quite close to the coast. You can see a couple of rabbits bounding in between the shrub on the western side. The east is a lot more desolate. You're sort of at that point where the plains meet the more of the wasteland aspect as you go further inland. Very, very far off in the distance, you can just make out what looks to be the hind of a deer as it starts to tread forward and fade out of view.
Thank you.
Can I think Clef at this point just decides to go up to up to Rexar and kind of.
Did you hear that?
Hand on his shoulder.
I'm having a rest, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're
we
right.
need to do a long rest. There's no point of healing.
Are you sleeping?
What time
now?
is it? UT?
So it is about midday. You've not actually done a huge amount since you woke up. You went to the town, you did a little bit more walking, you had this combat and then the second combat amongst yourselves. It's probably, I said midday, it's probably more around 3 p.m.
Yeah, I
Okay,
need my
have a-
nap. I need my
Have a
nap.
long rest and then we can do.
We can
And
have a
I
short
am-
rest and I can cast a spell. So it's like.
Let's have a long rest and then do a night ops.
So I'll give you this. Long rests in D&D are a little bit tricky because technically, and based on the rules, there is nothing to stop you from long resting after every fight. But D&D is also designed around the fact that you're meant to somewhat stagger out the long rest with short rests in between and things like that. and combats are based on the fact that you'll have multiple combats over a single long rest with short rest in between. The way I do it is you guys can absolutely choose to have long rest. Like, there's no reason that you couldn't say, we've absolutely had the shit kicked out of us. Let's take a rest. Let's recover from that. But some instances are time restricted. Some are not.
It
And
feels
it-
like this is one of them, because we're tracking
Well, I'm
someone.
not saying either way, but because this is like the first time it's come up, I just want to set the ground rules early on. But if, for example, you were racing another adventuring party to an objective, if you were taking long rests after every fight, you would probably lose that race. When they got there, they might be a bit more fortified and things like that. So when it comes to taking long rests, you can do them whenever you want, and I'm going to honour that. But in some circumstances, there may be an adverse outcome following that, and that's something else to include in the decision making. Is it worth the long rest right now, or is a short rest?
I don't mind having a short rest while you guys
And,
sort
you know,
the
that's
bodies
going
and
to come
that.
down to your guys' health. It's going to come down to your spell.
It's up to you guys. If you
wanna
guys
take a short
need
rest,
to-
I can cast Song of Rest. We get, I think, a few bonuses from that. I can't.
Yeah, but Rexor's got 2 HP out of 39.
Well, we can
Plus,
heal him, that's fine.
you'll have to use spell slots to heal him.
But I mean,
So if we rest now, how long is a long rest?
8 hours.
8 hours. Short rest is hour.
Short rest is about an hour, yeah.
How much healing will the short rest do for Rexar?
2 hit dice. Oh, he's only got 1 hit dice left, so he can only use 1 hit dice.
And Song of Rest is, I believe, a passive ability that Gary has.
Beginning at level 2.
Passive ability, as in he doesn't need to cast anything for
It
it.
doesn't,
Mhm.
yeah, it doesn't cost a spell.
Doesn't cost
That's
anything.
nice.
During a short rest if you're friendly creatures.
You could just cast it, guys, and we could see it in the text box.
Whenever someone spends a hit dice, they get to roll an extra 1d6 to regain their hit points.
So at the very max, Rexor's getting 12 HP back. And he's
Yeah,
just-
but we're
Technically,
probably
Viv
gonna
would
sneak.
also have this.
You could double it down.
Yes, and also
So
we are
18
obviously
max,
gonna
so
rest
don't even-
sometime
just-
later.
Why don't we just let's just venture on a little
Yeah,
bit
I
and
think so
see
too.
what's
Fuck
ahead of
them.
us.
They killed each
Okay.
other for no reason.
Yeah,
Let's
fucking, I've been
sing
singing
for
my
them
fucking-
and go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
fine.
Okay,
I don't
Bars,
mind.
you go venture. You venture out ahead. And
I'm
leave the
good, I
combat
didn't get
base
hit
now
at all.
back, Yeah.
I'm good. I didn't get
Yeah, I
hit.
was surprised.
Okay,
dancing
let's
around
sing
the
for him.
outside.
Yeah, listen.
I'm gonna head back to town then if we're gonna be splitting up.
But
No.
can-
I'm
Let's
all
not
about
all
team
tell
work.
each other already. We just realised we're a team again. Let's not break
Listen.
the team up again.
Listen, I'm not saying let's head on and
No.
go head first straight into a fight. We can always we're not just. I don't think we're just going to go straight into another fight, are we? We're going to get the option to fight, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
So we can at least
He's
press on and as to where we're going, and then at least.
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
do
put
that.
my opinion ahead, and then we can just vote. The way I
Yes.
see it, if we long rest, I get back from 11 HP to full. Rexor gets
Ah.
back from 2 to full. Because he's got 39 max, so there's no way we're max healing him, and he's our tank. We'll be under the cover of night then to do infiltration to track these people. If we do find them, then we've actually got a bit of cover.
Or
right.
the night is worse.
With my
I'll
new
do it.
set of eyes.
Two people can't see.
Two people can't see. Ah, but we have fairy lights.
Yeah, but then it's not sneaky because
Hey,
you're
No.
showing off lights.
I'll do whatever the group wants to do.
You know what?
I'm on.
Persuade me. I agree. Maybe we
You
should
guys
take
are doing
a long
this
rest.
campaign. Ricky's going back to town and doing this one.
Since
What is
Since I
this
woke it
campaign
up,
called?
I have a new
The Queen
way of
of the Dragon
thinking.
Horde, is it?
Order the
Order
Dragon.
So
Dragon.
whatever you
Yeah,
guys
Rex
decide,
starts talking.
whatever.
Ah, I
What
love
do you
this
guys
Rexar.
decide?
Love this
Yeah.
Rexar.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
team player.
Exactly.
What a support. By
I
Wolves.
agree with you, Barry.
Hmm.
It will probably be it would benefit us for
Barry?
to have.
Barry, who's
Oh,
Barry?
Sorry. John. I agree.
He's forgot his name.
John is my name.
doesn't
John in
know
my
his
name is
character name.
English.
Wait,
You aren't in
Ricky.
English as John.
Is that actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, in
Anyway,
Swahili it's Little
No,
Warrior, but
Clef agrees with Ricky. He goes, okay, yeah, you've persuaded me. Yeah, let's have a long rest now, so we're fresh, ready to go at night to continue our path.
we'll do. What does everyone else think? Well, it's a democracy.
It's a vote,
so-
yeah.
Of
So
course, yeah.
I think we should press on, but that's just me.
But
okay.
without a short rest or anything.
I mean, we sing to him and he rolls a die and we can just walk a while.
So short rest, then go. I agree. I think short rest, then go. But we don't go with the thought of getting into a fight. If we see,
Exactly.
Yeah, no. of
Everything,
course,
we
but
back
understand
off,
that we are,
or we go rest outside of whatever we find.
And also
Somewhere.
the
then we
fact
go.
that we are trying to track something, and if we just don't for 8 hours.
The one thing I'll say is that if we go, we find something, and then we go try and rest.
It might
we're
be
more
issues.
likely going to be
gonna
ambushed.
get
while we're
ambushed.
resting.
Oh, that's why we
now-
have watches.
Well, we've got.
Well, let's do this then. Let's-
Camilla,
sure.
Camilla, you've got heal. Sorry, not Camilla. Viv, you've got heal as well, haven't you? So we've
Yeah.
got 2 heals for.
But they're both a maximum of 6.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this, yeah.
And Rex
We
also-
just got a note saying come to the camp as quick as possible.
Exactly.
So it's either gonna be A, fighting.
That's more than likely what it's going to be because we're not what they've. We're not who they've asked.
Of
to
course.
Come to the
But
camp. yeah.
if we
Unless
take a
how
long
many,
rest,
how many
we
cultists
go.
were there?
Or
There were 4. Did we have any of the other cultists close? I can't remember.
You
Yes.
I have two.
one.
I
You
had
have
it.
one that's particularly tattered and covered in blood. You
I put
have one that is
precipitation on it.
largely unscathed. You can clean it, but it is still ripped a little bit. Out of these 4, 3 of them are okay, apart from the fact that they've got all the blood from the kobolds that was spattered like completely across the right hand
That
side.
doesn't
of
matter
them.
about that. Dean,
Um,
you've got
yeah.
prestigiation.
The one that Rexar killed, I did say split him in half. So his cloak is in 2 pieces and essentially destroyed.
what's that spell I'm using, Bess? I can't see it.
Prestigiation or something.
Prestidigitation.
I don't know if you guys know,
Prestidigitation.
but just for the record, whatever we get to, wherever we're going, I don't know if you know, but since I level up, I've now got an arrow of invisibility, so I can go have a good scout out of something whenever we get there to scout it out properly.
It's not the ghost showers the way we're going.
We
Okay,
could just,
but
let's
if
all dress up. We've got
yes,
enough
perfect,
for 4 of us. Gaz can be the little creeper.
perfect.
Clef can be the creeper.
Who's Gaz, by the way?
Clef.
The
Clef
cliff.
can be the creeper. And then, well, I still think we need at least a short rest.
Yeah, let's do a short rest
Okay, short
Perfect.
rest. With what we're gonna
with 2 songs.
Yes.
2 songs.
Yeah, yours and Vin's.
Well, they cost nothing, do
They cost
Exactly,
nothing. They
they
don't cost
cost
you a
nothing.
spell.
So they don't cost anything, but they only activate on people that are actively spending hit dice.
Exactly.
So
Can you help me understand that? Sorry.
yeah.
So
when you short
so
rest-
something-
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on, continue.
When you short rest, you have the choice of spending hit dice. You have a limited number of hit dice equal to your level, and whenever you take a long rest, you get half of them rounded down back. So at level 3, you'll get 1 hit dice back every long rest. You roll the hit dice, and that will give you a certain number of health. Song of Rest then lets you roll, because there's 2 bards, 2d6, and gain that health on top of what any hit dice you roll.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
don't need to roll anything because I've got no health issues.
How
Rex.
many hit dice can you roll on the short rest, QT?
As many as you want, as many as you've got.
Right, okay.
So if I do a short
But
rest,
you
it
only get
should
Song of Rest once. It doesn't like stack if you use 2 hit dice.
Well, we
Yeah,
get
well, I think
twice
we
because
use-
we've got it
I
twice,
have
two
one
dice.
available.
Yeah, I think we
D12.
use all the song rests on Rexar.
For those of you that are spellcasters, I think it's different for you, Dean, because you're a warlock.
Yeah, I
But
get all mine
Viv
back.
and Clev, you don't get your spell slots back. You only get them back on long rests.
Yes.
I think that's
Warlocks
okay.
do get them back on short rests.
I have one
Do that.
dice to roll.
So we all click in short rest.
Where is
Yeah.
that?
It's on the left
So
of
it's
your
on-
character.
on your character on the bed and then the first one.
Scary fucking
Oh,
low.
yes, yeah.
I'm gonna
Right,
get
I'm
some
gonna roll.
I want to say hi to your mum. I want to say hi to your mum.
Hi!
Hey!
Is that
How you doing?
so cute?
Wait. Rachel! Come say
She's
hi
gone.
to you once, mum. Oh, go get a
She's
bus.
gone out the house. She's gone
Oh,
out.
she's gone. She's gone.
She's gone to work.
She's gone. Don't
This
say
is
hi to my friends. I'm
Take a
not
short
about
rest.
that.
This
On a short rest,
new
you may
day
spend
recover
remaining
lives
hit dice.
species which
Don't spend it.
So I
It's
just
only
say-
me and Barry. If
so I just
we
say
spend.
rest, yeah?
Yeah, just rest. Don't roll.
then
Longer
don't
rest is
select
free.
new day.
Alright,
Cool.
I'm busting for a wee. I'm gonna have to let some of these clients out quickly.
Oh, I get a D8 on a short on a.
If
dice.
I don't
Plus
short
bonus.
rest,
What's the bonus? 2d4. 2d6.
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 do I need to short rest? Like, does it help me at all?
If you've not taken any damage,
Maybe if
it's
you
Okay,
just
so
a difference.
this
Do
is
you
why I rolled.
do bards get any spells back from short rest?
No.
Oh, it
This
done
is long rest.
automatically. Okay.
That's the same with
Warlock
sorcerers and wizards.
Wizards can get some back if they read their spell book.
Certain spells, okay.
Yeah.
That's just more from my knowledge.
Okay, it's not bad. 25 hit points.
Nice.
I'm on, so.
Nice.
How?
So,
You
yeah,
recover 23 hit points from one hit dice.
because I hit 12 on the d12.
Nice.
I
Is that
just
the
done a
same as,
2d6.
critical?
No, I done 2d6s, yeah, as a bonus, and 1d12. So the maximum I could have
Oh,
got.
your hit dice is a d12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So other people's is
because I'm a
d8.
yeah,
That makes
because I'm
sense.
barbarian.
Is it based on
So
your
I could have
strength
done,
then?
yeah.
Constitution.
So I could have done 24.
class.
Yeah, yeah. It
So-
says even here. I hit a 12, a 3. Based on strength, yeah, plus 3 from the strength and 2d6s. It's on the chat there if you look at it.
So everyone's a bit more healed. We're all dressed up. I'm doing prestidigitation on all the clothing to get it all cleaned off, all brand new, sparkling.
You know, just as a
Sparkling.
kobold.
Okay. You just see me standing over with like
Barry, was
shadows.
that 10 that you got with the 2d6 as well?
Yeah, you got plus 3 as well. You see that? Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Mine was just plus 3. I get a bonus to it.
Roll
Yeah,
2d6
same.
as well. If you're...
But do we both?
Ah.
I thought it only uses on like one person.
No, Song of Rest is for anyone that uses a hit dice during the rest.
Okay, so just hit 2d6s then.
Oh.
Nice.
And plus 6.
Average. That's what you are, Barry.
Sorry.
Average.
Obviously, you can't go over your maximum health.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
tempt.
worry, I'm not.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You didn't find Luna yet?
Luna!
It is not Luna.
But that
That's
was easy.
really good, Gary.
Is that the sick puppy? Sick dog with 3 legs?
No, she.
Two
No.
tails, isn't it?
These
Not
are the
3
same.
legs.
She only has one tail.
From the one from the advance. From
Oh,
the last time. when
Oh.
we fought
Kill
the
her
two
then.
The one you wanted
yeah,
to kill.
and he didn't. Yeah, he didn't want it to take as a pet.
Lie down. Lie down.
Cool. So we're walking in disguise, following the tracks sneakily, ish. Or we just
well,
walk,
we
like
we
go in
have
the
to
joint.
track, yeah.
You don't have to cast anything.
Yeah, Myrtle's gonna have to track again.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
I have to do? Which one?
Survival.
Survival?
Ask the DM.
So you're
Mr.
trying to find
DM.
track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow
Give
the
me
track.
survival with advantage.
And that's control. Yeah.
No. It's shift.
No, it's shift.
Oh, shift. Okay.
It's fine.
very
We'll
much.
take the 11.
We'll take the 14.
So, where you're at, you've got the tracks that initially came into the camp. You followed those from the west to the east. You can also see a selection of tracks heading from the east further eastwards. And you can see that these are heavier inset into the ground. On an 11, you're not necessarily sure what that means. You can interpret it however you would as a group, but you have got a very clear set of tracks heading eastward.
Here we go.
Never eat shredded wheat. That's right,
Yep.
basically, isn't it?
But we'll follow east.
Into the
Okay.
rock.
East it is.
Everyone's keeping their eyes open to any movement whilst we
Weirdness.
move.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone can give me a perception check then.
Perception, baby girl. Coming
Yes.
right up.
Whoops.
Oops. Shit.
I see nothing.
Oh.
Me and Ricky are the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where am I? Oh shit.
What are you eating?
I have to kick things off. I've got what's called a chicken mayo.
Oh, sounds delicious.
That's a starter.
Okay, we walk, I guess.
You're digging
I'm-
into.
Still trying
That
to.
makes sense of your perception roll, by the way. That you're eating. You cannot see anything without.
Yeah.
I
He's got a chicken mayo covering his eyes.
specifically-
At the moment, you're all heading off down the tracks. What order are people going in?
I am specifically looking for animals, so I rather stay a little bit back.
Okay. Is there
Uh,
any particular animal you're looking for?
Yeah. Who asked?
A Great Dane with 2 toes.
Okay, then I wanna answer. I'm looking for bees and snakes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
It's easier to find than the other.
Do we get to know that? Are you hiding that from us?
No, I don't mind. You can know.
Okay, I was
I
just
just-
more curious.
Yeah.
Bees
Hey,
and snakes.
Are
What are you looking for?
something specific?
Nice.
The
That,
national
no,
animal.
I'm looking for a boar.
The boy.
Clive's a snake, so you found one already.
Oh.
Oh.
Luckily, Ricky grew a sense of humour.
Well, you failed your hysterical laughter last time. I thought I'm gonna have to give it a go.
Yeah.
I haven't found nothing.
Okay. So you're all heading off. You're all looking for various things. I heard 2 plans. One person said you were sneaking. Another person said you're wearing the robes. What are you doing?
We're wearing the robes.
You do
And
both.
you're sneaking.
Can we do both? Whilst
You can.
You
if
can.
we can avoid
Yeah,
getting
we wanna
spotted.
be sneaky.
In
I
our
think
rooms.
what we wanna do is be sneaky, so we can spot them before they spot us, and then we can decide
Okay.
Make
how
a,
we wanna go about
I
it.
want to make a suggestion here.
And the,
Yes.
Since we don't have enough ropes for everybody.
No, it's
Uh,
fine. Gaz
we
is
do.
invis.
Gaz is invis.
Not yet.
Well, yeah,
I think
I'll
it is
go-
in-
I'll go at the back.
Right.
I won't activate it just yet.
Yeah, Cliff's at the back. I'll be at the front.
and
I feel like I've got the most
mine,
hit points at the moment.
my clothing is probably a lot big. I'm just a halfling.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How's that gonna work? Does it shrink?
I don't think it does. So
No,
I
I
guess
don't
it
think
looks
so.
like really
you could
stupid.
use your prodigiousness again.
What?
I'm
It
sure I
wouldn't
can
shrink
do
the
that.
clothes.
It won't shrink that much.
No.
Anyway, so I'm just saying that I was really stupid, so I'm walking just in front of Gary, basically.
Yeah. Who?
Okay.
Who's Gary?
Everyone
I
give me
mean
a
Clive.
group stealth check. So everyone
group-
roll stealth.
Stealth.
Self? Yeah, coming up.
This is one of those
Easy.
group ones where more of you need to succeed than fail.
Easy.
I'm pretty sure I'm
Easy.
going to roll
Easy.
an 11 coming up.
Doesn't
Right
Rex
now.
have to roll at
Here's my 11.
disadvantage?
Well, yeah, I need to
I mean,
roll
what is it?
So you do need
disadvantage.
to roll a disadvantage.
And that's control, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
you just roll another one.
stealth's wrong.
No, you got a big. You got lower. What?
You rolled,
Jesus.
you rolled a 2 and you got a 10, so you got +8 to stealth.
Oh, yeah, you got
Oh,
plus 8.
I thought it was.
The other way around.
Yeah, I had a 10 and then it was plus
Minus.
minus for some reason.
No,
Okay.
mine is. I rolled a 15 and a 13 and I
Okay.
have an 11 now.
Now, everyone roll a deception check. Clef, you're rolling your deception with disadvantage.
Don't I get a minimum?
That's
Barry,
be
Dean with
invisible,
like
isn't he?
You not casting visibility on him yet.
Yeah.
With deception, I don't know. Guess.
Yeah,
what's
because
it?
of your
Charisma.
thing, Gary. You
Yeah,
can't.
it's charisma.
Ooh.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys. Nat 20.
Nice.
And I'm leading the pack, so I'm the most deception.
What am I doing? Deception with disadvantage?
With
Disadvantage,
control.
yeah.
Control, yeah, with control, yeah.
Coming up. It's a piece of cake.
Oh, he just absolutely nailed it. Double 14s,
Yeah,
19.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Okay.
you start following this path, and it winds through the hills, occasionally goes over and sometimes skirts around some of the more challenging parts of the trek. And as you're following it, you're walking for about another hour. Eventually you come across a clearing where the tracks go through two larger cliffs on either side and thread through, and you can see that this is quite an overgrown cropping. All the way along this, the ground has become more and more deserted of plant life and foliage, and you really are now in the points of almost like the deserts in Breaking Bad, where they cook the meth. Really rocky, really desolate, really out in the outskirts now, and not a lot of life. You've not passed any passengers. The bees and the snakes that were in abundance before have now gone. And as you look around, you can see that to get through here, you can either take the trickier climbs over the hills, or you can head straight through following the tracks down the middle. And beyond that, there is a hill that crests downwards.
Can we split up the group?
No.
One to take the risky.
The group.
Talon.
Never split up the group.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like this is a bad idea to go through the mountains.
You mean above them or just like straight?
No, to go through, it feels like a trap.
I'm gonna
I
say.
think we need to take the tricky one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so
the
too.
more harder one. For you guys, not for me. But yeah.
I think so too.
Enough of the arrogance.
Okay, so are you taking, to paint the picture a bit clearer, you've got a valley directly in front of you, and to the east and to the west, you've got separate cliff sides that you could go over. Which of those are you going?
To the east and to the west.
It's
can't-
like
yeah.
a valley,
So,
idiot.
so either we're walking
You know
through
what
the
a valley
middle,
is?
or we're walking on one of the mountains. It's one of the two.
Yeah, but east is one way and west is the other way. It's like-
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
so
the
let's
valley-
go
If you're in a valley,
Oh my lord.
You
Oh
fucking
my
potato.
lord, is he serious? You're so
No,
drunk.
listen.
What's your intelligence?
You need
Sorry,
to.
character.
real life, yeah.
Maybe all rolls should be with disadvantage.
His mum rolled low on intelligence when he was born.
No, his mum rolled on a dexterity save when she dropped him on his fucking head.
Where are we going,
Well, it's
guys?
50-50.
Yeah, flip a
We
coin.
decided we want to go. Wait, we rolled D2.
I say
No,
we're
don't
going
we have a
east.
coin? Wait, we
Yeah,
have a
there is.
D2, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
But
just roll
D2?
any dice and say odds ahead and even tails or whatever.
Glenn votes
Yeah.
for east.
Okay, then we go east.
After.
Hello?
Okay,
Let's
so
go east.
you go.
That's east.
No.
Alright,
Go.
so you guys
So
go
we go in east.
and you do it as you're heading east. You fall down the ravine. You all die. Thank you for putting it.
Oh,
I
Clef!
mean, did I say east? I meant west. I'm sure I said west.
You start heading along the eastern path, and as you do, are you heading? Are you like skirting along the cliffside, or are you further outwards?
No, sorry, Clef thinks that we should go more across. So we're not like on the verge. We should go right around.
Why are we listening to the drunk person? Talon.
Yeah, I don't know what he's
You're
trying to say
leading the
either.
pack.
No, well, he's just given us two options. One to go like near the edge, and one to go more round. And Clef suggests.
Yeah, we're going the safer route, the further out,
Yeah.
so we don't get
That's
spotted.
why you check your. See, there you go.
Shush. Jesus
Okay.
I'd say safer
So
to not
you
roll like
Stop
that.
eating your rations, Clef.
Christ.
You're gonna starve soon.
You
Can you put a Big
start.
Mac meal in my backpack? Sorry.
You start heading around the perimeter, keeping a distance from the cliff. And as you approach this, you start to come up to the bit where the hillside slopes downwards. And as you do, you see two things. Firstly, to the south of you, the direction you've just been walking from, you can see a collection of black robes sticking out of the shrubbery, looking down into the valley that you avoided. North, ahead of you, is the end of the hill that gives you a bird's eye view into what is a cavernous hole in the ground, somewhat similar in shape to a horseshoe. The ravine varies in height and depth, yet much of its surface is occupied with tents of tan leather. 2 wooden guard towers protrude from the hole, one in its very north and another on a smaller cliff within the ravine to the east. Below, you can see much movement, as kobolds and those adorned in similar garb to the raiders of Greenest traverse and work within the cavern. Within the southern east wall, you see a larger tent particularly well guarded. Next to it stands a natural cavern protruding into the cliff face, though it's far too dark to see within it. So, in your current position, you can see the camp, and you have sandwiched yourselves between the camp which is below and a group of individuals behind you that are looking at the valley you could have come through.
Okay. I feel like we need
Onwards
to-
we go.
Really? I feel like we need to wait. Well, can we? Because obviously we want to keep an eye on the group behind us to make sure they're not coming up our.
Do you guys want to
Yeah.
kill the guys behind us? Make an escape plan if we need.
Yes.
So we can go
first.
back if
That's
we need to?
perfect. And also, we can give Clef a robe.
You don't need to give me a robe. I can go invis and go scratch you.
Yeah, but you can
How
be
many-
invis for a
how
lot of
close-
How
time.
many?
How close and how
Wow.
many is there?
1
behind us?
hour. Maybe we will
Yeah.
Alan,
sleep
give
at
me
that
a
camp.
perception check.
Perception for who? Everyone?
This is
Talon,
just for Talon.
Okay.
What was your question, D?
Oh,
Yeah, turn the camera off.
What was the question?
How close are they?
You take your time to try and figure it out. You look at them. You're pretty confident that they're about 1,000 miles away from you.
They're miles away,
I
guys.
don't
We
wanna
are
be-
fine.
But they must be massive because they look really big for
Yeah,
1,000
they're
miles
giants though. They're giants.
I say in a hushed tone, the only thing I'm worried about is if we attack those ones behind us, that if the main group will hear the scuffle.
but they're so far behind. They're 1,000 miles away. So
If only someone
we shall
helped me
first.
with my perception check. But that's for next time.
I'm good to do whatever. I'm pretty sure I can get out of any situation.
what do you guys want?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
vote.
Okay,
Let's
Clef,
vote.
what do you say?
Don't worry.
He's just eating. Don't worry. He's
Well,
still
basi-
eating
what
his
we're
ration.
Our mission at the moment is to find Leosin, who we think is in this camp.
Yes, but he only
Somewhere.
has 1 hour of invis. We
Yeah,
are supposed
I
to
agree.
be
We don't
here
want to be.
as a
Yeah,
group.
but we don't want. We don't want to be in there for more than an hour anyway. We were.
It's
Yeah,
a
but what time is it in
large
the-
camp, my friends.
How many? This
Oh.
perception rolls.
How
fine.
large
I
is
feel
the
like
camp?
questions good.
That's
Right, can we go?
I'll show you what you can physically see from looking down on the camp
Okay.
from where you are.
Cool.
So this might help you make a decision.
And also make sure
Okay, here we go.
remember that there's a giant cave, which is probably where they hold him, if they hold him here at all.
Also, just for the record.
I cannot see anything, by the way.
Is it supposed to be showing?
Oh, can you guys not see this? One
No.
second.
No, it's dark.
You've not.
I
put
have to move
anyone
this.
On the,
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
move
you
us to the.
shouldn't. Hang on.
I'll do it for you, QT. What's this one called? Break the camp.
Barry, I want to
This
see your
should be a.
toy.
This one should be like a map where you don't actually need.
Yeah. There
Oh,
we go.
there we go.
There we go.
So you go into
where are we?
competency, lightning,
are-
and then token vision, untick that.
Okay.
Right, let's have a look. Where are we, Cutie? Can you tell us?
So you are currently about. Hang on. About here.
Okay,
No,
so we're there.
Sorry, actually that's wrong.
Oh.
You're here.
Oh, there.
Here
Yes.
we're. Oh, there.
Where?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Okay.
And
And there's a
200
group-
feet, 300 feet. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So just to give you a recap of what I said in the actual locations, there are 2 guard towers, and those guard towers protrude out
Oh, okay.
over the cliffs.
Yeah.
You've got one to the north here, and
Yeah.
you've got one to the east here. that is sitting on a cliff that is slightly below the ridge. So if you were at the bottom of the camp, this one would be accessible. This one would be harder to reach.
Okay.
You've got a collection of tents, which you can see kobolds and individuals in various black and purple robes running about. This tent here seems particularly well guarded, and the entrance into the cavern is here.
And
But it's too dark to see what's in there.
Okay.
From where you are currently, people are looking fairly small because you are on a decent heighted cliff. So it's difficult to make out the exact occurrences that are going on in the camp.
And the southern people in the bush thingy, where are they? Ish.
They are, so if you guys are here,
Yes.
they are behind you about there.
Okay, fair enough. Mhm.
Well, that's
They are quite close to you.
Yeah, perfect.
Apart from Talon, who thinks they're on the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Out of
Not a
all of
problem.
us-
Okay.
Out of
So-
all of us, how many of us can get down this cliff face?
I can.
Probably not,
Just-
but we don't
How
know.
far? How far?
It depends
far
on
is the
how
cliff
we
face?
do it.
So it depends how you want to do it.
We've got
The
rope.
cliff face itself, from where you are currently, is about 100, 200 feet down.
Easy.
Okay.
If you go further to the north, it does slope downwards.
Yeah, yeah,
But that is also a natural entranceway into the camp.
yeah. Which is
Okay,
why
so
we'll
people
come
will-
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If only we had Featherfall.
Hey,
Yeah.
we don't need that. Why don't we
Barry.
just act the way we are dressed, guys?
Me? Why would I have Featherfall?
I told Gary to have it, and then you said, no, we won't use
Let's-
that.
Oh, Featherfall's fucking great.
I know, I told him.
Gotta use it. We've got ropes.
That's so much quieter than...
So let's kill
the
them
spell.
behind us and take the robes and just try to
You-
act normal.
You just want to walk in like we
Yes.
own the
No, no.
joint.
Yeah.
So ballsy, I fucking love it.
That's what we're gonna do.
I have another
Yes.
idea that
Okay.
we basically stake out the place and see if we can track if we can see Leosin or figure out where he would be, and then make an idea maybe at night or the morning.
How
and
do
also,
you
also
suggest?
we also want to track how many people we can see in this whole camp. Is there a lot?
Kitty, a question.
Yes.
Did I ask
Can
one?
this camp can this camp be scouted walked in an hour, or is it bigger than that?
It probably, you could walk from one side of it to the other in an hour.
Okay.
That does
Okay.
not include the cave.
Also, Questex, can you see my mouse on
Yes.
the screen? Yeah. So you can see this is obviously the other guard tower here.
Yeah,
yes?
that's the one that's
And-
on the
and-
cliff.
And this is obviously a lot lesser jump than here. Yeah.
Yeah,
This-
so
Almost
that
it looks
cliff,
like you can walk through here almost.
yeah, that cliff at its apex is about 50 feet down to get to the second cliff.
What about here?
There is a small, narrow opening, but it looks like it's going to be one of those situations where you would be having to walk it back to the wall, siding along,
Okay. Okay.
and that, if you fell from there, you would be falling the full length of the cliff. You wouldn't be falling the 50 feet.
Is your idea to just take the guard tower and then go behind?
Well, this is obviously a good location to
Yes.
take this guard tower out, and I don't think anybody from down below is going to know if we do that or not, right?
Except,
but they'll-
except
they'll-
the guys just behind us. They can't see this, but this also means if we're gonna kill the people behind us, the guard town thing can see us. Probably.
Yeah, what I
don't
can see
know.
it's
They can't see us
either
now.
we go in as we own the joint, or we follow Gary's idea. I guess.
I agree.
What do you think? What,
I think
What
the
I
other
do want to
thing-
point out as well, so it's really clear, the valley that you've just passed is not the valley into this camp. So
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
the guys
They're in
that
the
are
back of us.
looking- The
Yeah.
guys behind you that are looking in the valley
Are looking-
the opposite direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The opposite direction.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're looking down into the path we could have taken. the easier path
Yes.
in the valley. Remember?
Oh, so
We
they're
took
not
the
here,
east
kind of
way.
looking this way.
No, no,
Yeah.
Here.
Yes.
looking down in the valley, not
They
on the
are-
cliffs.
They are here, like behind you,
Yes.
but they are looking this direction.
Yeah, I only mentioned them because in case we need to run, it's safer to run through the valley
Yes.
easier for us.
So we're back
That's
to back with them,
Yeah.
Basically.
kinda, yeah.
but they came from behind us.
No,
No,
they
they
have
haven't come
always
anywhere.
been there.
I'm done.
They
were
haven't
under.
come. They haven't
Remember,
come behind us. They
there
were
was a
there
valley.
originally.
We snuck past them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up, yeah. On the,
Okay.
you know, like on the cliff that we decided to go
Yes.
to
Exactly.
the east of the
Basically,
cliff.
the
Yeah.
cliff
So-
is like this.
Jesus Christ!
They
I'm
are
getting told.
here. We are here. Basically,
No.
that's the cliff. No.
No.
Okay.
And they're
no,
looking
they're
into the
behind-
valley.
right.
Okay.
We're on the top bit. They're on the top bit. But there's this cavern, the way that we're looking, and then behind
They're
us
looking-
is
yeah,
the
there's
valley,
the same,
which is they're
yeah.
looking in.
Mm-hmm.
So we're both on the top
On the-
bit,
okay.
but we're looking down into the cavern,
And they are
and they're
looking.
looking,
looking
down
down
into
in
the,
the
other
valley.
side into the valley.
Yeah.
So we're back to back. So we could sneak up on them and get advantage.
I'd say
It
yes.
just depends what we're gonna gain from doing that.
A safer way
so-
out.
I don't think the valley is the safer way out either way. Even if we get rid of them, it's a known
Yeah.
path.
Would you say that we're fairly confident that this guy is here? I mean,
Yeah,
Brett
very confident.
he's pretty confident that this guy's
If not, we killed everybody. It's a win-win in
Sure,
my
we
book.
can't do that.
It's a
Okay.
win-win in my book.
What about
Why
Gary's
don't-
plan then?
Oh,
Yeah, I
di-
mean, Jeff.
Talon, do you have another idea?
I'll
Well, I
put-
was gonna say,
right,
why
there's three plans of motion. Let's vote.
Yes.
There's Dean's plan where
which
we
is
stake out, see what movement, see how many personnel are going in and out, see
And then take
what
a
we
long
can
rest
see.
as well if we can.
I don't think a long rest is probably a good idea and
No, because
maybe a short
they were-
rest.
yeah.
The Gaz's is I'm thinking yours is we're gonna rappel down off this cliff, attack this guard station.
No,
And then
gas
go
is
from there.
yeah
Yeah, that's
on the tower. Yeah,
yeah. Well,
Then
my
the
idea is
other-
maybe one of us maybe go through and fight, and then a few of us have some range from the top and kind of all fight them.
I think
That's
the best
so
bet there
loud.
would be just to repel.
I don't
Like
think
go
they'll hit
this
us,
way.
will
This way, you've got to do checks to even get there, and if you fail them, you fall and die.
even if you
option-
fail the repel, you're still not gonna die from
Yeah, you
50
can still
feet.
go in here. Third option is we go in all dressed up.
Yeah,
But we don't
So
have
we
any
can
Just
both
action
swing in.
checks.
Nah.
Gaz go in invis, so he's got more free range to try and scout around.
Yeah,
That's
we
why I
just
asked
go,
about
we
doing
just
that.
go in, and then the fourth on the edge option is Gaz goes in on his own. We stay scouting here. He has a scout invis and then comes back out. So they're
No, but-
the four options instead of three.
Can I-
yeah, but that's
Just
yeah.
one more thing. Let's fight these guys, fuck them up, and then go in.
I don't understand what we're gaining from fighting them.
Why?
We're stopping them from
We get one
overlooking
rogue.
us when we come. If like, if
But
And
they're not
don't
looking
need
our
a rope.
direction. They're looking in the valley.
Yeah, they're not looking at us at all.
they're not.
Right,
The only thing you
The-
gain is a robe for him.
right,
No, but
I
he's
think
going in
we don't
Viz.
need- yeah, don't need a rope.
Call me
for 'em.
Harry. Harry Potter.
right. For Clef, I asked you earlier how long it's gonna be to walk through the
1
whole
hour.
camp. 1 hour. So he's gonna break up in this right
Yes.
at the
In the fucking
Okay.
center, guys.
you know,
Yeah,
like
so
he's
I
gonna
can
be
only
there
get-
naked. It's like, oh, hello guys.
So, what are you saying? So really, I can only get halfway and back and give that.
Yeah,
give
if you're
that-
lucky, yeah, like you have to go fast if you do that.
Or we can just find an isolated group when you're in Viz, kill one person and get your next robe inside. If
Or
that really is.
or go into
much
the
If you
guard
wanna,
tower
I mean,
and
the
just.
guard tower is not a bad idea
I don't think
because
so.
it eliminates the top guys from the top, and we can get the robes from there for for.
Gotta
And
remember
Gary
that
can
we will
jump
have to-
down. I mean,
we
Jeff.
have
yeah.
we'll have to roll for at least 2 checks each. One of them would
I'm
be
fine.
like athletics, and the other
Yeah.
would be to sneak at the same time. So they're probably going to be at a disadvantage. If we fail either one of them, we either fall and take damage and they notice, or we do it loudly and they notice.
But
And
we
then
we
still have the
angle in.
dresses on us.
If
Just so
we
you know
fall
what
from the
risk you're
top, we
taking.
die.
Yes,
Yeah, just so you know
don't
what you're
do
taking
that.
in terms of fall damage in D&D, every 10 feet that you fall,
Yeah.
you roll a d6. So if you fell 50 feet, you would roll 5d6 bludgeoning damage. If you fell
It's a very bad idea.
200 feet, you would roll 20d6.
I'm not going to do that.
I
I'd
would
rather
be
just
happy to
walk.
go that idea if we had the spell, but we don't have
Okay,
it.
There is a way for a barbarian at level 5 to jump from the moon and survive, though.
I'm
Wait,
alright. Honestly, like on my view, athletics, I'm alright. Yeah, I do +6, so
Yeah, but
I'll
what's
be
your
alright.
stealth?
I'm glad you're
You,
alright.
Stealth,
you
I'm
have
not-
this. You have
yeah,
disadvantage
double
on stealth. It
divis-
doesn't
yeah.
matter how athletic you are. If you get
Just gonna
spotted
jump at them.
rappelling down, you're fucked.
yeah, I'm
Okay,
just gonna
so-
jump
okay.
at them.
So,
Right, so we
alternatively,
scratch that idea.
Why don't we make our way to the entrance here? I go in Viz and scout. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but if I
Yeah,
scout this area out, find out how hot this area is, and I think realistically, a stealthy route through
We cannot
the
stealth.
bushes on the side. I don't know.
No, guys.
We're obviously trying to get to here. We're trying to get to these two places. Me and Ricky have got good stealth. We don't all have to go. You guys can wait in the bushes whilst we come around this side here.
Remember, there's a scout tower, yeah?
Yeah,
It's
they don't
called
need
the
to wait
scout
in the
tower
bushes because they'll be
for reasons.
in robes. So as long as we get the first bit and then we can act natural.
Yeah, okay. So
If we
go
don't
back,
fail the deception check, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's
so
go.
we go back. I go in, have a scout out of this area because I can do that in an hour. These three small camps and the guard tower. Find out what's going on there. Barry's also stealthy as fuck, and
Who?
then the rest of you have got robes on, and we try and get in, and then wing it from there.
What we could
bad.
do.
Good. I like the wing
I
part.
hate that idea.
I like the
But
wing
yeah.
part.
Well, what
Either
we
that
could
or
do
jump
then.
100 foot. It's up to you.
We could do instead is Gaz go in first, invis.
Then make a decision. Yeah.
Scout,
Suddenly a dragon
scout-
appears.
no, scout 30 minutes, and then come out. So he's got plenty of time in and
Yes.
out. Go
we
with
also-
what he wants, with what he sees. Then Gaz gets the robe, and then I'll stealth in because I've got higher
Yes.
stealth.
Okay.
Because
Yes,
then,
they're all
as
from
long as I
Rocker.
keep rolling good on my stealths, I can be sneaky permanently compared to his hour of invis.
In the meantime, is it an advantage for the rest of you guys whilst I'm doing that to go around and see and scout this watchtower out? 'Cause in
That's
half
We
an
just
hour-
had that
In
discussion.
1 hour, I can do this. You guys could go around, check this, and then come back.
And game what though?
we don't.
Yeah,
We
Well,
can't
need
do
to
that.
know what's going on up here.
That's
before
going
we
to take
get to
longer
this
than an hour.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's longer than an hour.
Look
It's
how
quite
we have to go all the way round.
And through cliffs, dangerous cliffs, so yeah, that's checks and checks. I say just go and scout, and then we'll figure that out. I'm just
Okay.
sharpening my axe at the moment.
Before you
Just-
go, I tell you to specifically search for something that is like helping us to climb hills, like ropes and shit, please.
I've
Why?
got
You
rope.
have got
I have
ropes on your
ropes.
adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
do have.
We got ropes.
Why do we need to climb?
We don't yet. But if everything else fails, we might need to take the fucking guard tower.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's stairs or
we would have to
ladders.
set up the ropes now because we can't throw the ropes up from the bottom. We'd have to set them up from the top.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, if I find,
We have ropes on us.
I know.
maybe go and have a scout. Let's go find out what's going on, shall we? I'll go and have a little scout.
Do it.
I've got
No,
in
who-
here for an hour. I can get.
If you want to throw
as much as
ropes,
I can.
V, if you want to throw ropes from here, but I don't know how much you're gonna help us.
No.
just let
not,
her throw ropes, man. I'm
not
just sharpening my axe.
here.
Getting impatient. I want to just kill people.
Calm
We'll
down.
get there,
calm
Rexo, we'll get there. We need you to heal up first, buddy.
down. Okay, so what do I need to do, baby?
Roll
Well-
your spell.
Calm down.
So,
right.
just so I'm 100%, your current plan is to send Clef in invisible,
Yeah.
investigate
Did he
what's
get-
going on.
I want to scout out this area here.
So it
Okay.
doesn't.
He
So
wants to
it's gonna
scout.
be
He wants to scout half an hour in, or 25 minutes in.
Well, it
I'd
takes
say.
an hour to get to here, and it takes an hour to get to here. Questec said, or no, was it? And it take an
No,
hour
to walk.
search?
To walk in the camp, from one side to another. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So half an hour will get me at least all of
Thank you, Louis.
this area.
No. Oh yeah. Who did that?
That would take you an hour to get from the very peak
Yeah.
of the entrance to the cavern. Would take an hour.
Yes.
And just
Yeah,
brisk
so he
walking.
wants to.
Yeah, he wants to
You
do
want to
half.
explore
that, basically.
25 minute. Yeah. You want to
I wanna
explore
do
for
this.
25
Okay,
minutes.
hang on a minute, because we're getting into very odd specifics here in terms of time frames that may or may not be relevant when you're actually, as you
Basically,
investigate, things might come out, things might go wrong.
yeah, QT. He wants to make sure he can search on that half of the map basically
Okay.
safely
Search
to
this
come
camp,
back
this
without
camp,
being, breaking in
and
viz.
this
Unless rolls. Yeah.
What I'm going to ask then is, for the purpose of this, if you guys are sending Clef off on his own, Gary, a lot of what's going to happen in the next 5-10 minutes is going to be me and you talking directly.
Okay.
People
And we shut up.
absolutely- No. Throw in jokes, have conversation, but if Gary gets into a predicament or if he learns a bit of information, try not to shout ideas out at him.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
1 second.
That's
Okay,
It's
fair.
not. It's not. Everyone, shut up. I do enjoy you doing this. The only person that's been drinking alcohol.
Can we take perception checks like during this time just to see if
Oh,
we
can I wee?
spot
Oh,
anything
God,
whilst
yeah.
this going on?
I need to wee so bad.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
go
go to the
wee.
toilet
Yeah,
first.
Gary's Clef's gonna have a nervous wee.
Nice.
Clef
Okay.
needs a nervous wee. He'll probably do a sit down wee. Be right back.
What I would say then, everyone, give me. Here's the issue. You can absolutely do perception checks, but Clef is going to be invisible.
It's not for him. It's more for gaining knowledge on the camp. That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking. Like,
So this is
how
how
many
he
people
doesn't-
we can see.
He doesn't
If-
care about Clef.
Assuming
if-
that Clef is gone for the full hour, this is like your stakeout of the camp.
Yeah,
Kinda,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if in the case Leoson comes walking out of one camp and pushed into another, we might spot him or something like that.
What I will say is, whoever wants to can choose a specific area of the camp and make a perception check on that area. If you instead want to just have one person focus on the camp and have other people do other things during this hour, you can do that as well, but that roll to glean information will be a higher threshold. Or, if you roll particularly well, you might get more vague information about the whole camp as opposed to specific information about a particular area.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to
It's up to you guys how you want to do
One
it.
second.
I want to
What-
do a
what-
specific roll on this.
What-
I can't ping.
If you hold down.
Hold left.
So you're looking
This one.
specifically at like the larger tent.
Yeah, I want to look specifically there.
What I
What
will
time of the
say
day it
is
is?
that would give you the tent itself, and I would also give you the cavern entrance.
Okay.
Okay. If I want to do, what do you? Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
area.
I would give you these sets of tents here. For
This two stand. Yeah. Okay. What time of day it is? By the way, because it's
that.
gonna.
It's about 3:30 p.m.
Alright, sorry. I had a wee
Uh-huh.
and then I finished.
No,
and then
sorry, it
the
was
second
3
one
p.m. when you
started.
set out.
Yeah,
It's
Yes.
about-
that's what I was
about
saying.
four.
It's about 5 p.m.
Yeah,
I'll say 5.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. Yeah, because we walked for an hour, then we got to the cliffs and that, and
You skirted around, you spent some time.
yeah, I just want to make sure if it's nighttime, V is gonna be useless as watching in the camp.
Is anybody else looking at camp? So far I've got Rexar and Talon. Or are Viv and Ricky holding off to do something else in that hour?
I'm still searching for my fucking animals.
Okay, cool.
We should be watching the other group behind us, making sure they don't.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's just an
I'll
average
keep an eye
overall.
on the group.
Okay. So everyone that isn't Clef, give me a perception check. Because this is happening over the hour, I might not necessarily
Fucking
give
hell.
you the information right away. I'm going to take those rolls, but I might throw in information here and there over the next period of time.
Okay.
Fucking
Um,
beasts, Ricky. They ain't
Yeah.
sneaking up on us, are they?
They are not.
Claire, your intent is to cast invisibility and head into the camp, yeah? You are currently at this cliff here, so to get to the entrance is going to take a little bit of time. So my question is, are you casting invisibility now and making your way to the entrance, or are you trying to get to the entrance first to then cast invisibility?
And I don't know if I missed it when I went for the toilet, but is everybody else staying where we are now?
Yeah.
And how long? Sorry, how long is it going to take Clef to get down and into like just the mouth area? So like here, just say
From about where you are currently, it would probably take about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. And does Clef think 50 minutes is enough to get all the way down here? Right. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to cast invisibility straight away just to be careful.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case,
Yeah.
you cast invisibility, you go invisible, roll a stealth check with advantage.
Stealth check. Advantage is shift. Is it?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh no, that was good.
Okay. So you fall invisible, you start slinking off through the foliage, skirting around and under some of the brushes, and then in the wider areas where it does start to open out, you can just march invisible, feeling relatively confident. You take this 10 minutes to get to the base of the camp. And as you get to this entranceway, you can see that there is a barricade with a small... It's not a gateway, it's more where the barricade has been broken down a little bit and torn open. On either side of the barricade, there are a selection of black-robed cultists, like the type you've seen before. And you can see that there's one or two looking out of the camp, but most of them are sitting and talking to each other, the occasional drinks in their hand. The ones on the left of the barricade also have one of those four-legged beasts that you saw at the church, but it is currently rolled up and just eating half a chicken.
Okay, and I can walk between the barricades, right?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna walk through the middle. I'm just gonna be confident that my invisibility won't be picked up by anybody, and just gonna stroll straight in,
Okay.
chest up, confident. I think.
Okay. So, you stroll into the camp, you pass, the ones on the right are ever so slightly closer as the way that it turns, and you do have to skirt closer to them than you would otherwise feel comfortable with, but you are able to get through into the camp itself, and you can see, essentially, wherever you tell me where you want to go in this camp.
Okay, so as first port of call is I'm gonna walk. You can see my mouse, can't you? So
Yeah.
just below the watchtower to look up and see what I can see in the watchtower first.
Okay. So as you start to get closer to the watchtower, give me a perception check with advantage. And I'm giving you advantage here basically because, you know, you're invisible. You can stand in the open and just look. You can
Shift.
circle it if you want. Yeah.
It's shift, isn't it?
Okay. So you can choose whichever angle you want in the camp, but you are still looking diagonally upwards at the guard camp, which makes it challenging to see who is in the watchtower without getting closer and actually looking up or entering the tower. What I will tell you on an 11 is you look at this height and see it jut out over the ravine. You realise that anyone in this tower is going to have a very good view of the outskirts, including the ridge that your fellow members are currently sitting on.
Okay, so it's quite high.
Mechanically wise, any perception checks made from someone in the guard tower automatically have advantage.
Okay, and can Clef see how you get up and down the guard tower?
Yeah, from where you are currently, there is just a set of stairs like winding around the circle.
Okay, all right. Okay, so now he would like to kind of just make his way along past the watchtower and just kind of look into this camp from roughly where my mouse is kind of.
Okay.
Pointing.
So
Yeah, this square, say.
again, you head past the guard tower, wrapping round. Occasionally, you have to dodge through a couple of people, and it's not necessarily to avoid them seeing or hearing you. It's more they can't see you. It's physically to stop them bumping into you. Especially kobolds that are zipping around much quicker, occasionally running on all fours themselves, and are smaller and harder to dodge. But you do succeed in doing that as you pass the 15-minute mark of your invisibility, and you get to the outside of this camp, and you can see a collection of individuals here. You have got 10 cultists in black robes, a couple of kobolds hanging around. The kobolds are mainly in this smaller tent here, and they are drinking and they are having conversation with themselves. From where you are currently, you're just too far to hear it, but you could get closer if you wanted to spend time listening into that conversation.
Okay. And now, so 1 second. Just gonna. So 10 kobolds, you said.
No,
2
cultists.
kobolds, 10 cultists.
10
Black robed.
cultists and 2 kobolds. CB. Okay, and we can't see what's in the watchtower. I'd now like to just move across and kind of just onto this square here and kind of look around this area and see what I can see here.
Okay. You head over to
This one, yeah.
Yep, that area there, and as you look in, one moment. Again, it's a similar scene in terms of individuals hanging out, chilling, having a couple of drinks. As you get to this side, what you realise is that it actually does start to slope upwards on the hill ever so slightly, so the closer to the cavern on the southern side you go, you are walking uphill, but it's not a massive slope. In terms of what this means mechanically wise, you can see there's this red line running in between where you are and where the camp is.
Yeah.
That is a 10-foot little crevice.
10-foot deep crevice.
10 foot high from where you are.
Oh, crevice, sorry, yeah, okay. So I can't see over that, obviously.
You can hear voices again. You're able to estimate a couple of individuals. Again, black robed. There's more kobolds in this area, but they are certainly all sitting around drinking and eating. What you also see from this area is or you can't see, but you can hear a loud clinking of coins, and almost like things are being dumped out.
Okay. And what time are we at now?
You're about 20 minutes in.
20 minutes into the invisibility, yeah? So
Yeah.
40 minutes left. Okay. Okay, so Clef would like to kind of move along to like this square here.
Yeah.
He'd like to see if he can see anywhere through.
Yep, so you can see that automatically, actually. You see where this like little line weaves? That heads up naturally. So when you get to here, you're heading uphill and you're able to just come over it then.
Okay, right, I see. And at the same time, when he gets to about here, can he see if there's anybody around these 2 little camps at all or not?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Just as you're making your way over there, Ricky, on a natural 20, you've been spending the last 20 minutes staring at the backs of these people, looking over the camp and looking over the valley, excuse me, and seeing what's going on. And what catches your eye is not actually the group you're looking at, But on the opposite side of the valley, you get an ever so quick sense of movement. And as you focus your eyes on it on a natural 20, you're able to see black clothes on the other side of the valley as well, also looking downwards. So if you had taken that path through the valley, you would have had cultists on both sides of you on the cliffs.
Nailed it. I said to go right.
Lucky we took the east one. as well.
Okay, so alright, so and we're at half an hour now, or
Getting to here is going to take half an
I
hour.
probably didn't go
Yeah.
that far, but yeah,
Um,
just wanted to go to somewhere around here. Yeah.
Yeah. So from where you are, as you get closer up, you can start to see over ever so slightly over this crevice. What you see here is still black-robed cultist, still a couple of kobolds. At this point, you can see 3 of those 4-legged, like, hound lizard creatures they had in Greenest. And as people are heading up and down from this crevice through this natural entrance here, there are the occasional conversation. The hounds do come up and sort of sniff around. This seems to be some sort of checkpoint from the first layer to the second.
Okay, and then so at this point I would like to just kind of come back on myself and have a good look in here and just see what Clef can see in this campus section.
Okay. At this point, I'll remind you that you rolled a 13 on your stealth check, which isn't the highest roll in the world. And as you turn around to start heading back, you can see coming quite quickly towards you is a wagon being pulled by 4 of those hound creatures.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they've seen you, but it is travelling at a very fast speed. It's heading up where you are currently standing, and you are invisible and it cannot see you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Where do I do that?
So on your character sheet,
Yeah.
let me just bring it up.
Hover above the dex, and then there's a plus something
Dexterity
something.
Save. Oh, okay, yeah. So I hit the +5, do I?
If you
Yeah.
have that as save, yeah.
It's the right hand number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ay, 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 ay.
You see this, your eyes go wide, you go to throw yourself over the side. You do manage to dodge the lizard hounds that are pulling it, but unfortunately the wagon is wider than the mount dragging it, and the axle of the first right hand wheel goes over your ankle.
Okay. And but that keeps me invisible still. I'm still invisible.
First of all,
Damage.
you take 8 bludgeoning damage as this wagon rolls over. And I do need to check if invisibility is concentration, because I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
I think
Yes.
so too.
So I also need you to give me a constitution saving throw.
Right, if you fail this, you're dropping invis.
Constitution saving throw.
And you need to be a 10.
And you're close to the bushes at least.
Well, yeah.
And this is nothing that I get that advantage on, Dean, that
No.
we're talking
No.
about. Okay. We have one constitution. That's easy, isn't it?
No.
Easy.
Okay. So just to be clear with concentration checks, if you have a spell that takes concentration and you take damage, you need to make a constitution save to see if you can maintain your focus on the spell.
Yeah. Okay.
Concentration checks, you need to beat either a DC 10, or if half the damage that you took is higher than a 10, you need to beat that. So if you took a 40 damage, you'd need to beat a DC 20 save.
Okay. Yeah.
But because you only took 8 damage, the 10 is the higher number, so you need to beat a 10. Which you do succeed. So as this rolls over your ankle and you feel this searing, bludgeoning pain, you're able to like bite on your hand and draw a little bit of blood, but you do manage to maintain your concentration and you are still invisible, and you pull yourself up and you are able to like limp.
Okay, good. So, after that small drama, do I still get to see what's going on in this camp?
If you want to, absolutely.
And we still at 35 minutes or something like
35 minutes, yeah.
that? Great. So I'll just have a quick peek in here. Just want to get a bit more information from this area, and then end up like here.
Okay.
And then see what sort of time I have left.
Okay. So again, you head over to here, and very similar situation to the last. You've got a collection of black-robed cultists. You've got a couple of kobolds sitting around. You can see a few of the cultists talking, and you can hear a little bit of muttering amongst themselves, occasional bit of laughter. To the far side of this camp, over here, you can see two cultists that are away from the rest of the group, leaning in and talking amongst themselves, and their body language is a little bit more hunched over but also animated, but you can't make out what they're saying from where you currently are.
Okay. And how much time do we have?
You've got 25 minutes left.
25 minutes. Okay, so Clef would like to just make his way to this square, and then
Okay.
see how long he has left.
Okay, so you would know making your way to that square is going to cost you 5 minutes to travel.
Perfect. So yeah, okay, I'd like to go to here, please.
Okay?
And then, well, from here, with 20 minutes left, I'd like to just go up to the tower and see if I can slowly make my way up the tower and see how many people are in the tower.
Okay.
If I can, maybe look over to this area and see what more I can see, because I obviously can't see over this 10-foot
Okay.
here.
I'll give you a choice here. If you head all the way up to the tower, I'm going to ask you to make another stealth check, because you're potentially going to be in earshot of the individuals in the tower. If you only go halfway up, you won't need to make another stealth check. You will be able to see over here, but you won't be able to see into the guard tower itself.
Okay. What is my stealth?
And invisibility would give you advantage on the stealth roll.
I shouldn't have had 3 beers before this. It just makes me want to do the wrong things straight away. Okay, I'd like to go halfway up and just have a look and see what I can see here.
Okay. You head halfway up, you creep, and as you get to the top where you can see over this 10-foot crevice, you go just a couple feet higher, and you are able to see on this level there are a selection of black-robed cultists. There are also 2 purple-robed cultists overseeing what is going on, and you can see that the wagon that previously rolled over your foot has now skirted around and come over to this section. It is laden with gold and idols that are being poured into this section. The black robe cultists are looking over it, filtering through it, putting it into different piles. You can see that there's a pile for gold, a pile for silver, and a small pile for coppers. The pile for coppers is being ravaged through by the black-robed cultists, and they are putting that in their pockets. The silver is being given to the kobolds, who are running it into the cavern that is to the very far south, and the gold is being loaded onto a separate wagon.
Okay.
And as all of this is happening, the purple-robed cultists are watching, looking at specifically the silver and gold piles to make sure that everything is accounted for and nothing is going missing.
Okay. Just give me 1 second to read something.
Excuse me, DM, can you wait whilst Gary has to read? This might take 20 minutes.
At
You
this
right,
point,
Barry?
I saw his arse.
Go to bed. It looks like he's going to bed.
Barry has got the most fucking comfortable bed I've ever slept on. It's so good.
Is it?
It's absolutely good. Whenever I go to his house, I try to lie on it.
Okay. At this point, Clef thinks that he's seen enough and he wants to make his way back to the room.
Okay.
Making his way.
So you have got enough time to get all the way back.
Great.
Those of you that aren't Ricky that rolled perception checks, unfortunately you didn't really roll high enough to perceive anything specific from where you are. But because you did spend the hour staring at the area, anyone that beat a 10 I will give a little bit of information to. Viv, you were looking for animals. You did see a single bee managed to just drift past you at one point. If you want to do anything with that, it's not a particularly vibrant locale that you're in. It looks like this guy's maybe got lost on the way back to the hive. Rexar, where you were looking, you saw that in between this camp and this camp, about here, there were a selection of poles about 5 foot high that had been hammered into the ground.
Oh, I used to have this back in my country.
Oh my god, look at the image that I created after my venture.
My God, that gives me zero.
Oh my god.
Why have you shown a cock and balls?
I did a good scouting trip, guys. Look at my paperwork.
Long and the short of it is, we ain't fucking going down there.
Man.
Oh god. Right, now what then? Sorry for wasting 10 minutes.
So you're back with us now.
Oh, so guys, this is for you.
Hey, awesome.
Pinkle. It's a
That's
boss.
nice.
Oh, it's a D&D thing. It's just
Critical
for us,
roll.
isn't it?
That's cool.
So,
Alright,
at the
so-
end of the hour, Clef he appears about 20 foot away. He's just emerging from the shrubs as the spell breaks, and you can see that he is slightly limping in his right foot.
Oh yeah, of course.
You right, pal?
Fuck. I got run over by a fucking chariot of some sorts.
You're not looking where you're going?
No, this thing came fast. I'm not gonna
Oh.
lie. It's pretty savage down there, and it is very dangerous. There is a lot going on.
It looks busy from up here.
Seen anything interesting apart from killing?
Any idea where Leosin was?
Well, the big issue is that there's like a 10-foot, what did you call it, Questy?
Crevice.
Not crevice. I was going to say ravine, that's the opposite. There's like a 10-foot crevice that kind of divides the whole camp in half. And I couldn't really see much over it. There is one section just over it where there is like a copious amounts of gold and silver.
Gold?
Yep, gold, lots of it.
I have a good new plan, guys, if you want to go. Take that gold, get away. Screw the other guy that we have to find.
I have a
And
question.
retire in Barbados.
Yeah.
Do we have like common knowledge of dragons? QT?
I would let you roll a
Dragon check.
nature, or anyone proficient in nature or arcana can make a check, but
We got
It-
Arcana.
you need to be a.
56.
The higher number you get, the
Sorry,
more
it's
information you get.
Nice, Clef.
I said sorry before, I didn't mean to do
Here
that.
comes the Arcana. Oosh!
Hey!
22. Okay.
Oi!
Ah, Rexar, you dirty
There we
bastard.
go.
Nature.
Are you proficient in nature, Rexar?
By one.
Wow.
Hang on, let me just.
That doesn't
double
make you
check.
proficient, though, does it?
Proficient is if it's got an.
It's- If it's
No,
folded.
he's not proficient.
No, no,
If
I'm
it's a
not. Sorry.
check. Okay.
Sorry, mate, I'm gonna have to discount the natural 20.
Yes.
My only natural 20.
But
22
talented
though.
roll a 22. On a 22, you know a medium amount of information on dragons. So, what I will tell you
Fucking
is
scary.
dragons are very, very scary.
Yeah.
there's different categories of dragons based on how old they are. The older the dragon, the more powerful it is. So you've got young, you've got adult, sorry, you've got wormling, which is children, you've got young, which is sort of the teenagers, you've got adults, and you've got ancient dragons. The older they get, each of those is more powerful. You also know there's different types of dragons based on their colour or whether they're chromatic or whether they're metallic. So you can get red dragons, you can get black dragons, you can get blue dragons, which is the one you faced in Greenest, but you can also get gold dragons, bronze dragons, iron dragons.
Oh, I like those gold ones.
There is a division amongst dragons based on whether they're chromatic or metallic. And different dragons have different personalities. Each one is unique, but there is also a general theme based on what sort of general type they are, chromatic or metallic, and what subtype they are in that. So red dragons and blue dragons are both chromatic dragons, but they themselves differ from one another.
You got that?
On that, can you give us all the information on the dragon we saw?
What
As
I
in,
will
so
do,
it's a blue dragon.
because
How old is it?
I would say I've given you enough information based on the 22 that you've already known, but because I don't
disagree completely. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Ah.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
because I don't want to completely fuck over Murta when he did roll a natural 20, I will let you ask me one question based on the information I've given you, and I will answer that question.
How old is the dragon?
The one that you saw in Greenest.
Yes.
Let me just double check. I believe I have this right.
You said the older, the stronger they are.
The older, the stronger they are, yeah.
What if it gives an
So,
age number now?
The one you saw in Greenest was an adult blue dragon.
Boomer.
So ancient dragons are stronger, but adults are still not a joke.
So yeah, it's not a youngling. It's an adult, but it's not an ancient. It's like 100 years, not 1,000.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Alright, so we're kind of almost back to square one because...
Yeah, new plan because we're scared to go
Probably.
in. Now Clef's scared to go in.
Listen, you couldn't fucking pay me to go down in that fucking hellhole.
What if I throw you?
I'll probably hang on like the kid did.
Yeah.
Rex not being a team member, this time he suggested it instead of just doing it.
Yeah, I like this Rexer. It's funnier when he says he's going to do it, not actually doing it.
I still believe that we can
Yeah.
just go by as the dress ups we are. I don't understand why that's an issue. I
We
mean,
need to
I'm the
roll.
one that looks shitty, but I can just persuade them.
We need to roll for that.
It's just so risky, right?
Roll for what?
Deception
Well,
to make it
yeah,
look like
of
we're
course.
to own the part.
Yeah. And yeah, well, we can go like that.
If you want to go that way, I'm not going to make you roll deception to just automatically pass it, because you're already wearing the robes. You do already have some credibility to you.
Mm.
It would more be in the conversations. Are you
If we
saying the
talk to
right
them.
things? Are you being
Yeah.
convincing?
Can you use intimidation skills in the conversation?
Potentially, if the situation arises.
Okay.
But
that, again,
not
that
to
might go
a
differently
purple
depending on
one.
who you're talking to.
Yes.
And one last question before.
Yeah.
Since all the four-legged creatures are chilling and not battle, battle ready in there, can I persuade one of them?
They are in
Animal handling?
not
It
having.
depends on the circumstances. It's with charisma ones particularly. It's difficult to say, will this just outright work, because it depends on what you do to help that situation. Because if I said to Gary, the sky is green, and rolled a natural 20, that person can still look up at the sky and see that it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
gotcha,
also,
gotcha.
they are really fucking dumb. the creatures.
Uh,
You right, Ricky?
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
Trying to
Wait
bring
for
up
the
a plan
conversation
over
to-
there or something.
I have no idea what's the best route for us.
Well, Gaz
I-
got disguise self, so we don't need an extra pair of
Clothing, yeah.
Yeah.
clothing.
He could be the leader of us as well. He could be dressed up in like the highest clothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I say
And then his persuasion is he can't roll lower than a 10. So that would
True
help.
that. Put your
I
fucking-
think we need to long rest before we do this though. I can't, because if it gets to the point we get in there and we get into a fight, we don't want to be half hurt.
Yeah, I've only got 10 health.
Are we
So
for-
if we get into a fight in there, we're dead. Like, it doesn't matter if we got full health or not. It's a full count.
True.
how about
What is
this
this
idea?
fucking campaign?
You guys all dressed up, and you drag me in as a prisoner, so they chuck me in where the prisoners are.
Oh,
Was there
my
any
God.
prisoners before? Was there any prisoners? Because they might have just killed everyone.
Well,
see.
in there.
I
From
didn't
where
see
Clef
any.
was, he didn't see any.
See,
But-
that's the fear though. If we go in with a prisoner, we're like,
That makes
Like,
sense.
why the fuck have you got a prisoner?
yeah.
For the meat for the dragon. I don't
We
know. I
can
was just
also-
put it like.
The only thing I was gonna say is if Gary leads us and he says we've got more gold to give into the pile.
How much gold do we have? Can we generate a pile of gold like we're taking it into them?
Of course we can.
But that's
Yeah.
only going to get us to here.
I have 350.
Was it only there? I thought it was further deep.
No, no,
the gold
it's
is
just
here
that.
by this bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So the gold is there, but you saw this Gary from the wagon. To get there, you have to head in this direction.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Because you first have to pass the crevice and then wrap round.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yep.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
Because
just
we don't
sneak
need,
in?
we don't
Do you
even,
want me
we
to
don't
just
even
sneak
want.
No, we don't need you, Ricky. No, no. Sorry.
in? Well, I've got +8 to stealth.
Perfect.
But what are you sneaking in for?
Well, you sneak. Yeah,
I'm
but
trying
just
to find
you.
my lips in this, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then once you find him,
Well,
we
you
still
gotta
have
do
to
it.
get in some way.
I'll just cut off his thumb, come out and say, this is proof that he was there, he's dead.
Well, we can cut his head. You can cut his head.
I don't have
Actually,
to
that's a
persuade
good idea.
Rexar. Now I have to persuade Ricky to play good guy.
That's a good idea, actually. Cut off his head. Go, Ricky. You have my
But
blessing.
there's also a part of me wants to sneak in with our disguises, find Leoson or whatever, and then go into the cave.
Yeah. That's.
And I don't know where that ends up. Hopefully there'll be an exit at the other end of it.
And
But
this way, it'll be the next episode.
yeah,
Right. Let's
Any-
decide.
we have to
Dude, for
decide.
fuck's sake,
I
send
mean,
them
the
in. Get in there, pals. Go and have a look inside.
I have a
But
question.
we're gonna wait
QT.
again. Yeah.
Can we see the tower from here? The one that he's right now seated next to? Yeah, that one. Can we see it from where we are?
The watchtowers.
Yep.
This
Yeah,
one.
both of
specifically.
them protrude above the ridges, so you can see both of those.
Exactly. So basically, if that means we can see them, they can see us. They haven't done anything yet. We've been here for an hour. Maybe we look good. Except you limping there, bleeding, right next to us right now.
He could disguise himself to make himself look normal. Doesn't even look hurt if he's disguised himself. Disguise
Well,
self himself.
Are we doing
So,
this
I
disguise?
don't know.
Or the more brutal version? Send Barry in, off with his head, and then we just go and cash in. I'd say that's the idea.
Thing is, I think if we send Barry in for a scout out to come back out again,
No, he's going for a killing, not a scout. He's an assassin
Either-
after all.
yeah, well,
So
we've got two potential objectives. We've got to get this fella, which he's worth 1,500 gold.
remember, we don't need to get him. We just need to get his head.
Rexar, remember, we're being good now.
We are good, but
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
thinking
I'm
about
good,
the
but
whole
I kind
group.
of agree with-
We need the whole group alive to get the money.
No, he never said that.
No, I mean, if you want to die, you can die. I don't mind.
Yes.
More money for me. Yeah. So, are we disguising ourselves?
Yes.
Or just sending Ricky?
I vote for disguise.
Time to vote.
Yeah, this might be a good time to
Disguise.
vote it.
Disguise.
2 disguise.
That's 2.
Right, I'm going with stealth.
Barry, Gary.
Clef and Ricky.
Clef, Ricky. Stealth or disguise? Clef, last, you have the last say.
I know, because I know what Barry's going to say. That's what I'm
Ricky,
thinking, it's
disguise
basically
or
up to me.
stealth?
Disguise.
That's why I said disguise as well. Let's go.
Okay.
Clef,
QT, you can
disguise or
vote as
stealth?
well.
I'm not voting, so hang on. I've heard... Myrtle, I thought you were voting for stealth.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah,
It's up to
you
Gary.
yeah, it's me and Ricky, stealth.
No,
She
he
said
said
disguise.
disguise.
No.
No,
For
disguise.
for
Oh,
disguise.
okay, never mind, never mind.
4 for disguise.
So
I
let's
thought
kill
you said
the
stealth.
guys.
Yeah, Ricky, pussy.
Enunciate.
Should we
Yeah,
dress
pussy.
Dress Clef
So-
up, or should we just?
Cast disguise self in
Him.
yourself, Gaz, and look like the leader in the best robes.
What do you want me to do? Purple or?
I don't know what the best robes were.
Purple.
The
You were
Purple.
in there.
What you've seen so far, you don't necessarily know how many hierarchies there are, but you are certain that purple ranks higher than black.
Yeah, we saw it
Yeah.
before.
And I
We saw
think
it in the
it's
town
racist.
as well.
I think that our group walking in would look better with at least one purple guy with the robe. So I'm gonna. Am I allowed to heal myself before we go in?
If you want to,
Yes.
if you want to use a spell
You
on
can
that.
do whatever you
Do
want.
you think I should, squad? I'm 10
B,
out of
can
it.
you
Oh, you're asking
disguise
us.
yourself as well?
Who?
Yeah.
B, you.
Because you could do disguise self and make yourself taller. I don't know how much
Can
by,
I?
but you can.
You can only make
I
yourself
like a
taller
foot,
by
I think.
It's 1
A
foot.
foot.
That's better.
Yeah, it would help.
It would help.
Yeah.
How do
Then
I
you'll
know
be the
if I
same
can
height
do
as
it?
Barry.
If it's, do you have that spell?
No, I don't think so. No.
First
I thought you did.
disguise
No.
purple.
You were trying to do it in the first episode. I remember because I wrote it down.
Yeah, I remember, yeah. You tried to disguise yourself. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, she before we before
Yeah,
we
but
went into
she
Greenstone.
never had that spell.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay. Onwards.
Okay, so
I think she had the
Go on,
disguise kit.
Yes, that was it. I think.
Yeah, she's got a disguise kit. That's what it was.
yeah, we both got those. Yeah.
Okay.
Magic's hair dye and small props lets you create disguise.
While we're doing that,
changes
I've
your
been
physical
I've been
appearance.
drawing Ricky.
I like
That's
it.
cool.
That shit. No
Good
eyes.
job, Murray.
Alright,
All right,
let's go.
So we're doing it. Fuck my
This
life.
fucking
My
feels like the
life.
end of the career campaign. It's been fun, guys. It's been real fun.
Clef is
Listen.
dressed in purple robes. Are you changing anything else about your appearance, Clef?
You're taller. You're a human.
Clef
Clef is human.
Clef just
Oh, yeah.
wants. He's obviously seen the guys with the purple robes, and he knows exactly what he wants to resemble. So he's done that as best as he can.
Okay.
Gary using words so he doesn't have to say something wrong.
Great.
Just as a side one. Imagine, yeah.
Oh god, here we
Just
go.
imagine a half orc, a tall one, full of spikes, wearing some clothes on the top.
I tried to. Fix,
That's me.
I tried to fix you up with my disguise kit.
No, it's fine. It's all right. I'm just a big boy.
So, what we know from the enemy, are they all the same race?
You have seen kobolds.
Yeah.
So those small lizards. You've seen those
Yeah.
hound lizards.
Yeah.
You have seen humans, elves, the occasional dwarf. Not many half orcs. Certainly not ones with nails protruding from every inch of their skin.
But
And
there is half orcs.
one dragon.
That's what I
board.
need to hear, QT.
This is the best half orc they ever had.
This is
They
the
got never
worst
before me.
ending to a campaign ever.
All of you going
Cameron,
into this
you
camp
voted.
left Black Clef.
Yeah.
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 Everyone's
Yeah.
wearing the black robes apart from Clef.
We're at this point, we've
Yeah.
talked it to death, we're just agreeing
Before
now.
we go in,
No.
Oh,
would we benefit from me and Camilla casting Bardic Inspiration just to give us some extra bonuses or not?
It gives you an extra D4 on persuasion, I think.
Perfect.
Or on
It would
anything.
work
It might even be
perfect.
D6, but it only lasts for a minute.
Oh no,
So,
never mind. Not
No,
now.
it's 10 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's no point now.
10 minutes.
It's half-hour journey.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, fine, let's do it. Fuck my life. Rest in
It's
peace.
so terrible.
So,
Remember, guys, you've got unsettling words.
and Gary,
Unsettling
assuming that
words.
you're going to be the one talking, remember that you can get advantage or disadvantage based on what you say.
Oh,
Because
he's a
yeah,
drunk guy.
This is your episode, yeah. It's only on you.
I know I was sick last week. And
Taking
did
you
the same.
back to the
Yeah.
first episode, just
Yeah.
because you can talk to the animals doesn't
Yeah.
mean you're automatically
Move.
Yeah.
Remember, you have hysteric laughter as well, yeah? We need to hear it this time.
You
Oh,
skirt
mate.
around the campsite, this time not worrying too much about hiding, you just walk straight through. You start coming round to the entranceway, and you can see that the same group are at the barricades on the left and the right. Dean is dying.
Just for the record, my palms are sweaty.
I'm completely
these
confident.
Where's your mum's spaghetti?
Okay, we got this. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
As
Yeah.
you look over them, you can see that there's the couple drinking, and there's the one on the right, one on the left that are looking off the path. And as you start to come towards them, one nudges the other and sort of nods as you come back in. Hey up, you're back then?
Took some time.
Aye, well, welcome, High One. He sort of looks over your group. Phew, you're an eclectic bunch of people, eh? It's a big guy. Could have done with him on our flank during the fight. All right,
He's a
yeah,
good
come
ma-
on,
Oh, sorry.
come on in.
Don't
Was he just suggesting that we came in? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just like Clef just nods his head and continues to walk in. He doesn't feel much more needs to be spoken.
And sort of as you walk past, he slaps his arm against his chest and gives you a salute and praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat.
You head into the camp. We're going to use the icon of Clef again. You're currently in the center of camp,
I nailed it.
at the very basics. Where do you want to go? There's a few people skirting around, running past.
Oh, COVID again.
Sorry. Yeah. I think we just confidently walk the route.
Beeline. Follow that
let's-
V
Fuck it,
saw earlier.
What we're gonna do? Stop for a chat. Let's fucking beeline straight for the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. You start heading towards the gate. There is
Chest
the...
out.
You're walking around. There is the camps to the different areas that you avoid. You go past the guard tower, round the shrubbery, occasionally skirt past a kobold that sprints in between your group. There is a wagon in front of you that's laden with what looks to be silver plates and such, just cutlery, completely weighing down this wagon, and that is currently at this point here with a purple-robed individual at its head, talking to the black and robed individuals here with the four hounds. You
Sorry,
remember
question,
this?
Dex.
Yeah.
Can you just remind me what he said to me and I responded back to him?
Praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat.
Yeah.
Tiamat. Somewhat. Okay.
Tiamat.
Tiamat.
And you can see you're stuck in a queue at the moment as you're waiting for the checkpoint to process the wagon ahead of you. It takes about 5 minutes as this conversation goes on, and eventually they are way through and directed into the camp where you previously saw the gold being sorted, and the wagon trails off. The guards look as it goes past and turn to your group and wave you over.
Praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat, what are you bringing in?
We've got some gold and some silver to distribute.
Brilliant, brilliant. How much?
350 gold and 100 silver.
Right. That it?
We had some difficulties along our way, and we had some fighting, and we struggled, but this is the best that we can bring back on this occasion.
We've had I mean, I don't mean to question you, High One, at all. We've had a few people with similar issues. It seems like dependent where you were. Where were you in the fighting, by the way?
We were pretty far west. Dean, I need to get you ready your camera, Dean, just for a second.
Just to turn the camera off. Oh
while
my
I-
god.
The west flank, yeah. Which
We were on the west, definitely, yeah.
so
And we got
which
ambushed as well on the way back.
Right.
Luckily, we're all alive, and but we managed to salvage 350 gold and 100 silver after.
ambushed by what? That's I mean, that's a
Um,
concern.
We were ambushed by. Fuck my life! I hate myself.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Okay, it's very embarrassing. We were resting. It was a long night. We were exhausted after all the traveling, and we were ambushed while we were sleeping. So it was hard to tell what it was, but they were fast. They were in and out. It was by the time we'd even just woken up, we were all battered and bruised, and we managed to salvage, like I said, the gold and silver that we've got left. But I think we're kind of lucky that they just stole from us rather than actually hurt us. So we're just pleased that we can bring this back to you.
Give me a deception check.
Wait, where's the deception again? Deception.
You
Oh
got
well. I'm glad you got back, High One. That's concerning. He turns to one of the gods beside him and goes, go tell Cyanrath that there's been some raids on some of our people, and we need to. God, I mean, we should probably increase the alert, actually. And one of the gods nods and heads off. And well, yeah, I mean, please come through. No doubt. Look, drop off what you've got, and then I think Cyanrath's probably going to want to have a conversation, see if he can figure out who hit you and get descriptions. I know you didn't see a lot, but
Sure.
and
Well-
any information you've got will probably help, because this is
Me and my
concerning.
team will drop off the gold and the silver. Maybe have a short rest before speaking to Cyanrath, and then.
Wouldn't recommend it. I would go see him pretty toot sweet.
We'll go.
You know what he's like if
Yeah. Okay. Funny lad.
yeah, hilarious.
All right.
Sorry, this is a question for the DM. Do we see which direction that guard goes to Cyanrath? So which?
Yeah, absolutely. He starts heading towards the larger tent that was particularly
Okay.
well guarded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we're going in and round to go drop off the gold, and that's where he goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat. And
Wow.
as they head off, you can see a couple more people in the queue behind you come up, have a conversation, but you start heading your way through. So you are past the barricade. At this point, you are now close enough to the area where Rex are. You previously saw the poles that had been hammered into
poles,
the ground.
Yeah.
Attached to one of those poles,
Is
hands
Leosin.
behind their back, is an alive human wearing a red robe. It is a different type of robe to the cultists. It looks to be more akin to that of a key that a monk would wear.
Okay, so we're just going to carry on going round as if we're going to go drop off the gold, shall we?
And they are alive from what you can see.
Is that
So
in
say-
view? Can anyone see this like staging area?
So in terms of where it is, it's like it's there. It's between two sets of tents, and it's between two camps that are facing it.
And can if we're going round like if you can see my wait, where's my mouse gone? If you can see my mouse, we're
Yeah.
going round this corner here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we close enough to speak to him so nobody else can hear us?
You would have to divert to this direction.
Oh, he's over
here.
here, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, right, I see.
You're not directly passing him. You're just passing
No.
enough that you can get
Yeah,
a
that's a
glance
shame.
of it.
Rexar nudges the group to see. So his head. We only need his head.
I just don't see how we get out of this. How we grab him without anyone knowing.
I
Unless
have
Ricky's got
a
something up his sleeve.
suggestion.
Yeah, Ricky, yeah.
Fast.
Is, seeing as I've got the highest stealth, I have the best chance of getting to like the far side of the camp here, making a massive distraction, and being able to possibly get out of that situation. Giving you guys a chance to get him and then just get out.
I've also got Mage Hand.
I
So
would
Mage
also
Hand,
give.
Mage Hand could potentially release him if we could just tell him.
I
Yeah,
am
still
going to
wanna see
say.
him walk off.
I am going to say this at this point. I'm not saying no to any of the ideas, but currently in this moment you have got a glance. So if you want to discuss this anymore, you can either
It's
do
eyes
it if
walking.
you wrap around,
Yeah.
Okay.
or you can stay in this spot, but that may
No.
get.
No, we just walk and just discuss. We just
Okay.
discuss. Yeah.
I think we've got to be like just make
So-
our mind up now and go for it on one or the other.
I say just
Pushed
take his
our luck
head
already.
and just say he insulted us or something.
Shut up!
No, we can't do that. It's going to draw too much attention.
Let's
At
go.
this point, carrying on
Yeah.
walking, you manage to make the first turn and start heading between this set of camp that you've not seen yet.
Mhm.
As you get into this area, up until now you've only really seen black robed cultists. There is a lot more activity of purple robes in this area higher up, and as you pass through, a few give you a nod and a praise Tiamat, and they are accompanied by black robed cultists who are much more in a servitude role here. And your group do fit in quite well in terms of that. You do get a bit of an odd glance in that you are a very eclectic group of different races, but no one seems to spy too much just yet. You are able to continue walking if you choose to do so.
It's
We
not.
have to now. Yeah,
Okay.
just keep
We
walking.
have to. We don't want to keep drawing attention.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
So you keep walking, and you do end up next to the area of the gold and the silver and the copper that's being distributed into big piles, and a purple-robed cultist, one of the ones you saw before, Gary, walks up to you. They are a high elf, and they go, "Ah, excellent, excellent. What have you brought for the coffers?"
We've got
100 gold.
only 200 gold and 100 silver.
200 gold and 100 silver. Excellent. Yes, well, he clicks his finger, and one of the black robed cultists comes out and holds out his hands.
And I rummage through my pockets and give 160 gold. And then I look around, Clef looks around, and
And
his colleagues to like,
I
top up, help top up.
step
And
up.
sees Rexar whistling and turning around.
I know those two got nothing.
I step up and pour in the other 60 golds.
40 gold for you.
40,
40,
gold
sorry.
for...
And 100 silver.
But the other
I don't
10
know.
gold of that, take off 50 gold,
Yes.
and we'll say that's take the 40 and the 10, which would be the 100 silver.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
No, what's this
So-
all?
You hand that over, they take it, they walk off. Excellent, excellent. Yes, well, please, thank you for your contribution. You're not really assigned to this area, I don't believe. Who are you with again?
We're
So,
Shh.
um, I literally don't.
I step in
can I
front
whisper-
and
can
say,
I whisper in his ear, say that we have to go to speak to.
Let's speak with the big man. Big man.
What's his name?
Fine,
Oh yeah, yes. I'd love to stop and chat, but we've got to go to speak to Cyanrath. It's urgent.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, actually, there he is now. And you can see him walking out of the tent, currently talking to the group of guards at the checkpoint, but they gesture over and point at you, and there's a distance between you, but as the crow flies, he does have sight of you, and he sort of looks over, and the guard that you're currently talking to holds up their hand and, like, points down at you, and the blue one starts walking over, and, yes, well, by all means, go meet him. I've got counting and such to do.
Of course.
Good luck, praise Tiamat, all of that.
Tiamat. Alright. Listen, so at this point, is this, what's his name? Big Dog, is he coming towards us now? Have
Yeah.
we made eye contact, or?
Here's what I'm going to do. He has made eye contact. He can see your group. He is still a little bit away from you. He has got some travelling time. I am going to set a timer for 1 minute. And when I hit start, at the end of that minute, he reaches your group.
okay.
Okay.
If,
Right, think fast.
if you don't want to do anything and you just want to have this conversation, let me know and I won't do it. But any actions you want to do have to be done in this minute.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit start now.
I just want to
Yo,
say
Okay.
Barry, go.
that since we're
One of the only
servants,
things-
we can leave you, basically. Just tell us to fuck off and we can just leave. That's what I'm saying. Save at least 4 of us.
Start the fire. Start the fire in the
Well,
tent.
my suggestion is I sneak off, I start an explosion over here,
Smart.
making it everyone be able to leave and go and get this guy.
Run.
It's more detail, but that's all I've got time
That's
to
fine.
say.
Yeah, and if you,
Just
and
start-
Is that if
and
I
it
can
com-
sneak off and cause a distraction to stop him
30
focusing on
seconds.
your story,
Good.
because
Barry.
the more he focuses on that, he's going to realise we're at this place. So if
Run.
I can,
You have to.
At the same
Fine,
time,
come back, yeah.
if a conversation does
20
start,
seconds.
Dean, Viv, and Rexana, you guys, over my shoulder. If I need any help, just fucking whisper in my ear, okay?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cliff, Ricky goes.
yeah, I go. I sneak away.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Right, okay. I just double check something.
Comes on that
Is it
one.
with the
You can
vintage?
feel it in me testicles. I love Viv. Just tell us all to go. Let you die.
Yeah! Fucking bitch.
You can build another character.
Oh shit.
So,
Good stealth, Ricky, good stealth, baby.
Ricky, you're
focus
used to
up.
like you're used to slinking away, hiding in the shadows. This isn't that type of stealth. This is more of the I am in friendly area. I am dressed as an ally. I'm just going to walk off with confidence, like I've got somewhere to go, like I've been given a job, and you are able to slink away. With Cyanrath mainly focused on the highest ranking individual of your group. And the Dragonborn walks up and settles, and 7 foot tall, I think hulks over all of you but Rexar. He's
Yeah.
only got maybe a foot on Rexar, if that. But does look down at you, Clef, and... You're
Oh, I'm
attacked.
7 foot, by the way. So I'm the
Okay,
same.
so you're
Yeah.
Not important. Not important.
I'm looking straight at him.
Here you were attacked on the road.
We were, sir. It was a surprise attack. We were resting.
And you lost this battle?
It was was so surprised by the time we'd all come round from sleep, and we'd more been robbed than anything, but a few bruises, and nothing severe was done to our group. It was more of a surprise robbing.
Robbing. What did they take?
They probably took 50% of our gold by the time we woke up, but by the time we were awake, they kind of
Probably.
ran away. It was, we don't know exactly how much gold we had before we went to sleep, but they left us with around 300. I think we had maybe 600 before.
Why don't you know the exact amount?
It was a long night. We'd been fighting for a long time. We didn't get a chance to count things up before we needed to rest. We needed to rest. The team needed to rest so that if we were to encounter any fighting, we were ready. It was more.
It seems like that really paid off. Very prudent of you. I would have hated for you not to be well rested when you were robbed and lost half of your offering to our goddess.
Praise Tiamat.
Do you praise Tiamat?
Of course, sir.
You say the fighting was heavy. Did it take it out of you? If only I knew what the fighting was like. If only I had been at Greenest. If only I had been in the centre of battle, slaying and fighting and challenging the governor himself to single combat. Do you tell me that the fighting was strong? That it was too difficult? That you needed to sleep before you took an accounting? You, a purple-robed. No, black-robed. He gestures to one of the people behind him. Get this one their new colours. You're lucky that is all you're getting. Now, tell me everything about who attacked you.
It's hard to say when we were all so
Cowardly.
It wasn't cowardly, sir. It was the fact that we were surprised. The fire was out. It was dark. It was almost well timed and well executed. It was a cowardly jump by them more so, but it was like they didn't want to fight us. It was like they feared us, but at the same time they still had the gall to rob us. The problem we have was the fact that the fire was gone. We had no good vision, and that kept them well disguised. So my description of them is weak.
Can I say, while this is happening, I'm setting up a distraction.
Yeah, but I'm looking over my shoulder going, where the fuck is this distraction, Ricky?
What's your AC?
Me?
Yeah.
You're about to get slapped.
Mhm.
13.
Motherfucker's gonna bitch slap me. 14.
Fuck.
You take 10 damage
By
as
what?
he slaps you across the face.
When this happens, I bow down in an apologetic manner.
Yeah,
You know Gaz
we
is
all
dead.
follow.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Yeah. Knock me out. Somebody else has got to do the talking now. Good luck. I got 10 health.
I can. Wait, Rick is not there. I can step
I
off.
should have fucking.
Disguise
healed
self
myself.
is not concentration, so you are still wearing your purple robes as you get knocked
Jesus Christ.
to the floor.
Oh
Sorry,
shit,
what's
that's
wrong?
not good.
So,
So-
Cutie
As you say, you in the middle of that speech, Gary, as you mention, they surprised us. He pulls his arm back and punches you square in the face, and you feel your nose break. A searing hot white shoot across your face, and you just drop to the floor unconscious. He sort of looks at your body lying on the floor. I'll come to you in a second, Barry. Glances at the rest of you.
I was bowing down inapologetically.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. And we try and drag Clef away, like dragging his robes whilst all bowing down.
Just pick him up. I'll just pick him up.
As you're dragging him, he goes, leave him. And he turns to Viv. I roll to see who he turns to. I will speak with you next. Ricky, what are you doing?
So, what would I have to roll to go to this main tent?
So, currently, to get to those tents there, you don't need to roll anything. What we'll say is, by the time you get to those tents, that scene has happened. So, you might have even seen Clef get knocked unconscious. And they're just turning to Viv as you get to this collection of tents.
So I wouldn't be able to get this far?
No.
Just a quick question. What's the name of that fighters guild?
The Order of Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet.
Right, okay. Well, I'll go to this tent here.
Yep.
Sneak in. Hopefully there's no one inside.
Okay. Just roll a straight d20. We're going to do a luck check.
You got this, Barry.
Focus up, G.
Yeah!
That's good.
Okay. As you enter, there are two people in this tent. They are sitting at a table. They have got a selection of cards on a crate with a few drinks around them, and they are both slumped over unconscious, snoring.
Oh.
Great. I go in as quiet as I possibly can. Did you say there's a table in between them?
Like a crate that they've basically using as a table.
Okay. I quietly turn the crate back over so it's used as a crate again. I fill it with ball bearings, which I've got. I fill it with pitons. They're like metal spikes.
Yeah.
And then
At this point, you've got... I know you're trying to do this quietly, but you've got two people sleeping. You're in the middle of them. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, what are you trying? Why are you filling with metal? You just want a fire.
Light the fucking fire, you silly
no,
bitch.
you
I'm on the
don't
floor
want a
here.
fire.
I know what you're doing, I'm pretty sure.
He's trying to make a bomb. Nice natural one.
Oh, fuck.
Dead.
Oh, fuck.
Grabs the milk. What are you doing?
Oh, I came to see if there's any games going on in here. Betting, drinks. Just come back from a long journey.
Yeah, games. What's all that?
Oh, it's a new game.
How you play?
Yes.
You'll have to give me some booze and then I can explain.
Ah, yeah.
Gives me the booze. Okay.
How you play?
So, what we do is we get this fluid that I've got here, we put it in with this, and then we all bet on what happens next.
Well, what's your fluid?
It's Florus.
Is it strong?
Oh, it can be, yeah.
Oh. What's your name?
My name is Ricky.
Ricky, I'm Goblin.
Lovely to meet you, Goblin. How much money we putting on this?
Goblin.
Goblin.
Oh.
How much money we
Goblin
putting
these
on
nuts.
this? How much money have you got?
Oh, five, Delvin?
Right, I'll match that. I think there'll be a nice little light show. What's your bet?
I mean, You gonna do anything else, Sir Flowy?
What was that, sorry?
You gonna do anything else, Sir Flowy?
Oh, we're just gonna drop a candle on it.
And explode?
No, it's just fluoride.
Fluoride. Fluoride. Fluoride. Make him an intelligence check for him.
-5. Jesus.
Fluoride.
Dumb fuck.
Good name for a band.
Good name for a band.
Okay.
Okay. So I finished putting the oil in,
Mm-hmm.
and I give the candle to whatever his name is,
Oh, what?
and I say, in 5 seconds, drop that in. I'm just gonna grab some more booze from
Oh,
outside.
no, you have to be here too.
Yeah, I will be. Just hold it above it, and then
Oh, but make a persuasion check.
Hey, come on, Ricky. We need
He's rolled
this.
a 1. He's got to be fine.
No, that's good enough. Surely, 19. Surely. He's got a 5 intelligence.
yes, and I slink out the tent.
What?
I don't want this guy to die.
Might not.
Viv,
Yes.
Cyanrath turns to you. Congratulations on your promotion, Purple Robe. Tell me about those that attacked you.
Thank you, Scion Wrath. We know that they were more than we were. The kobolds, probably they killed them in their sleep before even making a sound, so probably stealthy. They were fast and stealthy with dark clothing.
There was... In the battle, there was a purple rogue. Tried to follow me for a bit.
Do you mean he had...
Seems as though he was trying to sneak upon me. Obviously it failed, but this may be his work. Troublesome.
My deepest apologies.
Very well. Here is what we will do. Massive explosion behind him. Ball bearings flying out with metal spikes scattering it, completely sharing through tent flaps and leather, just ripping into people. This whole area is just the tent on blaze on fire, the very top like whipped into the wind. There's a few people in the Oscars that have been smattered with bullets like Sonny Corleone. Ricky, you are far away. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
We've all turned around and faced this where this
God.
explosion happened now. Yeah, okay. What was that guy saying? Grobbler. Poor Grobbler.
Oh,
Fucking hell,
my
Barry.
fucking god.
It's with
Barry,
advantage,
will
so
you
it's
roll
a
up?
12.
Oh,
And
it's
from
12.
the distance you are far enough away where you know this is coming. You manage to just get behind this little outcropping and fly past you. Cyanrath turns, as does the whole camp, to this area. What the is happening? Nobody move! And gestures to you, Viv. Go lock down the lower section and start stomping off in that direction.
I immediately just want to know where he blew up the camp from DM.
From here.
Perfect. Okay. He stomps off, so I looked around at you guys and the unconscious Clef. Is he getting changed somewhere right now by someone else? Did he get dragged away by someone?
I'm carrying him. I'm
He's
carrying him.
carrying him. In terms of
Rexar's going.
getting a new robe, that has very drastically dropped from the priority list.
Yeah.
Shall we walk? We
So
walk.
now we
start
need to
walking
go-
quickly as a group back down to where that prisoner was, and hopefully
Yes.
see Ricky on the way.
Yes.
Okay, so Ricky,
That's
you
okay.
are currently
Purple Road, Viv.
you are currently in the midst of this. There are people screaming as they've just been completely hit and sundered. There is fire going on, and there are guards running towards this area. Hounds. What you do notice from where you are, the guards at the larger tent have not left their vicinity. They remain there, but coming out of the tent and peeking out and having a conversation, you see a woman in purple robes with an individual in plate armor beside her coming out of the tent, having a conversation with these guards, looking over to the distance, and then going back in the tent as she sees Cyanrath strolling over to them. What are you doing?
I'm just beelining through these tents to get to. Was it here where you was tied up?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
trying to sneak my way through the chaos to get down to that area.
Okay. You are now in an instance where it's very high tension. Potentially drills have been done for this. I'm going to need everyone to give me deception checks as a group. Ricky, yours is with disadvantage.
Even though I'm unconscious.
No.
Oh, yeah, you don't need to do one, Claire.
That was close
Okay.
to a 1. What the fuck are you? Oh.
Wow, that's a good
Uh.
disadvantage roll, Ricky.
I needed to roll something good tonight.
So a disadvantage, right?
Yes.
We've got 2 successes in 2
Yeah.
failures. Clef, you're unconscious, so you can't roll, but I'm going to ask you to roll a d20 for a luck roll.
Oh,
What do we need?
I rolled two
Above.
successes technically.
doesn't matter.
Give us
Well,
luck,
we need
you
above
little
10,
bard.
don't we?
That's gotta
Yeah.
be good. Come on.
Okay.
I've got you back.
You start heading off in that direction, and at one point, Ricky, as you're running forward, you bump into somebody who is running the opposite direction to you, towards the crowd, and they sort of grab you and go, "Are you alright? Are you alright?" and look you over, and they can see that you have got blood smeared on you from some of the people that were hit behind you in this explosion, and they take it as your blood and go, "Oh God, get to the infirmary! Go, go, go!" And they watch you pass them, and they carry on running. And at that point, you are able to reconvene with your group and head towards the prisoners, who is largely unguarded currently, as most of them are distracted or headed towards the explosion.
We go
So,
quickly
is there any
untie.
guards
Yeah.
there?
Left
Looking
in
at
there.
him?
Nah, there's none.
Give me a perception check
Oh,
I'm
that-
helping him.
Yeah.
I'm helping him.
with advantage.
Fucking hell, Rick.
Looking around, it's difficult to say. A lot of people are running. You know there are people in the vicinity. With a 9, you're not sure which of those are, if they're focused on the prisoners, if they're just sort of rubbernecking at what's happened over there. But there are people in the area.
Can I
it's-
stealth over and try and untie him without being seen in a stealthy kind of manner?
I say we just say,
Running over.
I just
just
say.
take him and
I'm just saying, cut the prisoners loose, basically, to the people that is around here.
Okay,
That It's not good idea.
No,
Hang on.
that's not an order you would normally do.
So you run over. Bear in mind that Cyan Wrath said you were purple robe, but he hasn't yet given you purple robes.
They still have
Uh,
black robes.
And the ones that Clef are wearing are an illusion. They're not actually physical. So as you head over here, you can see that the prisoner is tied to the pole, arms behind his back, slumped over. And as you come, he sort of stirs and doesn't really look up yet, but there are a few people around. Who is doing what?
I'm going to the guards and telling them the big boy told us to get this prisoner out.
Scion Wrath, exactly.
And I'm
Doing
gonna-
that. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
help
gonna-
him behind.
Yeah.
Okay, Rexar, give me a deception check.
You're
Can
also
I use
holding
intimidation
Clef.
check?
No, because
Okay.
this is
You're also holding
You
Clef,
haven't
by
like
the way.
screamed at them or
yeah.
you've just gone into
Ah,
full
okay,
on.
okay.
God.
Oh,
This is just getting worse
No,
and
no,
worse.
Yeah,
he's
that's-
not. He's not moving. We've had our. I don't give a fuck what Cyan Wrath says. We've had our orders. This ain't happening. If he wants issues, he's gonna have to take it up with Resume.
Ugh.
We're
Are these
The
black
rest-
coats?
These are black coats.
so we're standing in front of them.
Yeah.
Ricky's behind.
Well, Ricky, give me a stealth check.
Yeah, and we play distraction whilst he takes him round the back of the campsite.
So you
Yeah,
are
that's
able to
the
like
plan.
steer them so they're talking to you from an angle, and Ricky, you are able to skirt round. And as you sneak, you can get behind him, and his arms are tied, and he's sort of slucked over.
I continue speaking with them and
Ricky?
ask them.
Oh, I
where-
thought you was going to say something. I thought you was getting ready.
No.
to
No,
speak.
he's
You rolled a
he's
26,
waiting
he
for
doesn't
you.
know you're there.
Right, okay. Now I'm behind him. Can I see how close the guards are?
They look to be within like 20 feet.
Right, okay. I start cutting the ropes, and at the same time whispering, "We're here to help. We're friends with who was the other monk?"
So and so. Yeah, that's right.
We're playing distraction in front. If anything, trying to wake up Clef
Yes.
in front of them, so and then asking them to come help.
I start slapping Clef.
Okay, so hang on, a couple of things. So, first of all, Ricky, you say you're here to help.
We were sent by the fake merchant. I can't remember.
Lord
Howie.
Howie.
Lord
Lord
Towie.
Towie.
No, leave me. There's still more to find out. I can still find out more.
This is the only opportunity that we can get you out. So you either give me all your information now and I leave you and we won't come back and get you, or you're coming out with us now.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck you, Ricky.
He,
I love
sort
this.
of- he turns his head and glances. This is clever. This is the best interrogation technique yet. You've grown
Oh.
sick of beating the shit out of me. Blowing up some of your own
Before
men.
we can
That's-
finish, I just say, right, I'm taking your finger as proof that you're dead for Lord Towie. I'm done messing around. I gave you the options. You think this is interrogation? It's not. If you're not willing to come, I'll take a body part and I'll get my money.
That's
an
an
intimidation
intimidation. That's an intimidation. No. Threatening to take a body part. Yes.
How do you know about Towie?
He sent us on a mission to Greenest to scout it out. Greenest was attacked and raided at the time. We went back. We found out he's part of the
Order of the Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet, and he was there to meet you. Then he's asked us to track you down to go back to him with the information that he was supposed to get from you in the original case.
When this is happening, I'm asking
We
them.
don't have time. You're coming or going.
Viv, have you got that potion you can pour into Clef's mouth?
I think I
I
wasted
keep
both.
slapping him.
You've used
I keep
potions.
slapping him.
I
Use
will-
both of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you
You
used
can't
one.
heal though. You can't heal me.
Heal him, Viv.
Oh, okay.
No, let me slap him one more time. Let me slap him one more time. Okay.
Stop it!
I'll come with you. But we're not going with Towie. We're going in there. And he gestures
Woo!
towards the cavern in the cliffside.
You're gonna have to give me a very good reason and very quickly.
Because if we don't, the world will end.
Oh, Jesus.
Will I gain financially?
How is that the only?
At this point, the rest of you that are talking to the guards and distracting, Rexar, you've got Clef held, and he goes, I don't give a fuck. Look, he's not moving. Alright? Now, I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but clearly there is bigger things going on. And if you think we're moving a fucking prisoner in the middle of this, you're absolutely out of your mind.
Where is whatever the name was that we should talk to with Science? Should talk with Cyan Wrath.
Razmir is in the tent. Good luck
Thank
getting
you.
in there, but he's there.
Thank you.
I told you, we need this prisoner to be delivered in the tent. I'm not gonna say it again.
You need a wet
Okay.
bottle with your cock. You're not getting him.
You're gonna get fucking slapped, mate.
Fucking want to start fight here? Razmir,
Yeah.
I'll have you read.
Talon, let's go to the
Yeah.
tent.
No. Let's
No, we're not
heal,
going to no
let's heal
tent.
Clef. Heal Clef.
What is-
Someone
why-
heal Clef.
Yeah. Okay.
Heal Clef. We're distracting with healing Clef.
Okay, just give him the potion.
We
Right,
have no potion.
we have no potion.
Oh, we didn't. So
You have to
have a
use your
spell.
spell.
Clef is the body Rexar's carrying.
Like
Yeah,
a
well,
Rexar.
See,
Yeah,
look,
we-
this guy, the guy who's been injured from the explosion
We
that just happened
have-
over there.
an
Do
infirmary.
you know a Clef or a Rexar?
Let's go to the infirmary then.
God.
Wait,
Why
wait,
have we got three
wait,
different plans with these?
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't know you.
Of course you don't. I'm not in your
What?
area. I don't belong to your wizard, whatever the
I
other guy's
don't
name is.
remember seeing you round camp.
This is my first time in this camp.
Where were you before this?
In the camp up north.
Alright. He points at Rexar. And he points at Talon. I'm going to count to 3. And when I say 3, both of you at the same time are going to say the name of the camp you came from. 1, 2.
Hey, I have a suggestion.
Three. Make a
Hello?
persuasion check, Viv, with disadvantage.
I thought was Talon was supposed to say.
Come on, Vivassa.
Viv's interrupting him, so this persuasion check is to see if Viv can distract him. Okay. He doesn't respond to what you were saying, so I'm going to count to 3 again, and Rexar and Talon, you both need to say it when I say 3, the name of the camp you came from. 1, 2, 3.
Not a camp.
It's a camp.
You definitely both said North Camp. There was some mic issues there. 100% they both said North Camp.
Didn't they both
That's
say
the
Delta
name.
camp?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
name
it's
of the
a
camp.
Delta.
Yeah.
I
That's the name of the
am
camp, up
right
north.
now trying to
Yeah, up north.
sleep
That
that
well
dude
north.
that just asked.
It's well north.
Oh
What are
my
you about?
Whichever one of you has got the highest deception,
Me,
roll
I think.
deception with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
I have +2. I have
I
plus
have
2.
+4.
There you go, go.
Oh god.
how many guards
Nice.
are there?
Good job, baby.
Well done.
Yeah, alright. Sorry, didn't recognise you.
Yeah, you better be sorry. Better be sorry.
I think we got a disadvantage for cheating, Berto.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, it's been a while since I've been up there. Well, how's it going?
Much better than here. Much better than here.
I am
Look
eating
at this mess behind us. Look at this mess behind us. What's going on?
I've no idea, you know. It's fucking wizards, eh? Oh,
Yeah.
When are you guys off shift?
We're never off shift. We're on the
No.
graveyard shift.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Alright. You
Yeah.
guys have a good one. We're gonna go keep an eye on this prisoner.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah.
What games do you play here?
Oh,
What card games, dice games, what do you play?
well, we did play card games over there, so we're gonna have to find somewhere else now. Yeah.
Because up north we play 4 dice.
4 dice.
Yeah, do you play here?
How'd you play 4 dice?
Well, it involves 4 dices,
Right.
an axe,
Okay.
and some body parts.
Right.
Whoever rolls the lowest gets his finger cut off.
Wow, that's a hard game.
Yeah, up north we do things like that.
You want to play?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so hang
There's
on,
an
I think I've got some...
explosion behind us. We can see Ricky Guy, the prisoner on guard, and now we're gonna see Rexar play a game of 4 dice that he's just made up, where you lose a finger.
Just bear
And
in
we're
mind,
just-
I'm passed out over his
And
shoulder.
he's passed out. He's passed out, and we're potentially walking into a cave.
Yeah, but I'm doing just distracting them. So
Yeah, I
Ricky
know.
can get the fuck out.
Our distraction time feels like we're talking for like 1 second,
They
but
have
it
been
feels
dinner
like
back
it's
there.
20 minutes.
Yeah, they
And
haven't
all we're
been
seeing is
back there.
Ricky going, trying to cut him through. Oh, sorry guys, I just had to talk through that. That was so funny.
I've got, oh look, I've got 8 dice on me, so you can have 4. So we just roll 4 dice and,
Yeah,
oh, alright,
And as you can
Well.
see, he never lost.
yeah.
roll
Yeah, I never lost.
Roll 4d6.
Where's the d6?
Focus up,
1,
sugar.
2, 3, 4.
So the average would be 4, 8.
Wait, why do I have
12,
minus?
16.
Wait, 0.
So lower than 16's lower than average.
So 4d6.
No. D6? Was it D6
Nice.
or 4D4?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good roll.
12 would be average.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Before I roll his, Ricky.
Oh, finally. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Just grab the guy and go back behind the camp and get in the
Yeah.
cave and we'll follow you,
We-
please.
We're going, he says, we're not going to Towie, we're going in there, or the world will end. Yeah, sure, look, you'll probably get some gold or some shit for saving the world.
Right, okay, I cut him loose and start taking him that way as stealthily as I can, propping him
Right.
up. I'm guessing he's going to be weak.
Okay, he is quite weak, yeah. Give me another stealth check. I'll give you advantage because you've made a couple successful in a row.
If I see 2 nat 1s, I'm about to jump through the screen and strangle you. 19, you
Oh.
fucking
God.
beast.
You sexy bitch.
Yes.
Barry's
That
rolls
one,
are either
sorry.
gold or absolute dust.
In the chaos, you are able to skirt around, and you have got a clear path to the inside of the cavern.
We just see Ricky going with this fellow.
Do we see him?
You'll have to make. You see,
Mate, I
yeah,
rolled
you know what?
27. No one's seeing me.
Yeah, but he's standing behind. We
Here's what you
see.
say. Here's what you
I,
say.
the
I,
blue screen.
I point towards the direction of the cavern,
Yeah.
not the other way.
Okay.
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 Okay, cool.
Oh.
Put your finger.
On a 1.
Best 2 out of 3.
Give me your finger right here. Come on.
Hey, Rexar,
No,
let's.
no, there's no. Come here.
That was just
Yes,
a practice.
yes.
game. What's the
No,
wall?
there was no practice up north. Come here. I explained you the rules. You know very well.
Alexa, I think we need to go. How about we collect the finger later? And I
And
gesture that.
take Clef to the infirmary.
Rexa, we'll pick it up later, yeah? We'll come back tomorrow and pick up his finger.
You're
you have
lucky.
it ready for us. Your name.
You're lucky.
You're lucky
Yeah,
we've
go.
got somewhere to be.
I want on the dawn, at the dusk of dawn. I want your finger in the center of the camp.
That can
Yeah,
work
let's-
for us.
Bye.
Let's go dawn. Dawn seems better than dusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do whatever you need to do. We need to, well, keep an eye on the bridge. Oh, fuck! And he runs off to the empty post.
Cool. We stealthily, quickly move towards Ricky
Ricky.
and the
cavern.
monk
Okay.
in the cavern. Oh my sweet baby Jesus.
Rexar with disadvantage, and
Stealth
Talon,
check, yeah.
all give me stealth checks.
That was
Nice. Nice.
Nice. Meanwhile, we're carrying Clef. Fucking slapping him.
Have we still not healed him
Wake
yet?
up! No, wake up!
V, can you heal the bastard?
We are just not standing still.
You haven't
Getting
spelled
further
us
cave,
heal him?
Yeah,
Get in the
healing
cave
words.
first. You got cure wounds, haven't you? Or not?
I have healing words.
Should we do that in the cave? Let's
Yeah,
go
I
in
was
the cave.
thinking like
In the cave,
just
okay.
in just
Clef's come from everywhere and doesn't know what's happened to any of this.
Clef is gonna have a sword, chicks, how's it called? Yeah,
Oh
chicks, yeah.
god, this is so
He's
good.
red all over. With a broken nose.
Okay, so you are able to skirt around the.
Gary, stop breathing in your
camp.
mic.
It's still in chaos. Clef unconscious, and you do get to the entrance of the cavern. It is dark. It is musky, and you can see that it slopes downwards further into the mountain. You step in, and the darkness almost immediately takes you. You can see the light and the chaos of the camp that you've left behind you slinking away as you head further and further down.
I start with the healing words though.
I'll be at the front because I got
We can
120
see.
foot dark
Me,
vision.
Ricky, and Talon can see, right? Through
Yeah.
this darkness. Unless it's magical.
Yeah, but mine sees through magical, so I can see.
Oh, okay. Okay.
120 feet dark vision, devil sight sees through magical darkness.
Nice.
Nice.
So I just rolled.
Right.
Yeah, for healing.
Perfect. Oh wow.
Nice. You have 4 hit points.
Whoopsie.
All more than I had, thing.
Yeah.
As Rexar keeps slapping him, he
Yeah,
keeps
slapping all
slowing
the
Rexar.
face.
Hey! Hey!
He's
You right,
alive.
Yeah, I'm
You-
back.
Don't worry.
Jeez, that guy's got a right hand on him.
Yeah,
Oh.
he hit you pretty well.
Oh.
Have you seen The Hangover when Mike Tyson punches the small guy? That's what happened.
Right, enough free rides. I'll put him down now.
Right, okay.
I should be on 4 health at the moment, but I'm on 10 by the way. But at
Nice.
the same time, can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Yes.
Whilst it's happening, Ricky, why are we in here? I thought we were leaving.
Ask the monk.
Where's our money? What's going on? I thought we were...
What's
don't
his
get
name?
money for this.
Leeson.
You have
Leeson,
a
why,
wagon of
why do we
gold.
need to be in here?
Because he spits and you see a few of his teeth come out.
Are they golden?
They're
gold
not.
teeth.
You know those monks with gold teeth?
Because we need to deal with the threat that this camp is, and then we need to track down and we need to slaughter anyone involved with it.
Slaughter, I like that. I like that.
Have you got a plan for that then?
Well, first thing we need to do is investigate this place, see what's going on, get as much information we can, and somewhere in here there is a room full of eggs that we need to destroy.
Is there
Dragon
another way
eggs?
out of
Question
this
mark?
room?
You know, but he knows the talent.
Dragon
They're,
eggs.
they're
Okay.
growing dragons.
Oh god.
Are they...
And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Can
Oh,
they make a
God.
good omelette?
Can you give me my 12 health, please?
Yeah.
I got 12 health. That was a good roll.
What plus